The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official. I said it's the official Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin live fight reaction extravaganza. It is 3:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in America, and we got a man to my left that really needs an introduction, for he is known all over the world, city to city, county to county, state to state, coast to coast. It's the one, it's the only, it's Pops.
Welcome to True School Sports and fire away, BT.
So yeah, man, we're here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, that's gonna tune in, and that's watching on the playback. It's a real good day of boxing. It's been a decent little card so far. Right now, for those of you who are like joining in and tuning in with us, right now you got Galal Yafai, the gold medalist, from the Fighting Yafai family. He's actually in the first round right now against Moises Calleros from Mexico. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But while we're here, let's just get our initial thoughts out the way. Now, before I ask you, Pop, before I ask you what you think about the fight, let me just say, actually, no. I'll ask you, Pops. What do you think about Joshua versus Franklin?
I think I'm glad to see Joshua come back. There's a lot of questions about him since he actually the last two fights that he had with Usyk. And one thing I will say about him, he gained a lot of respect from me because bum ass Fury ducked the fight. So a lot of respect from Joshua. We'll see what he's got, but he better not sleep on
Jermaine Franklin.
Jermaine Franklin, because he's a very humble, nice guy. But he could be a killer in the ring, and he could really test Joshua. But I'm pretty sure Joshua will get him out.
Yeah, no, Jermaine Franklin, good fighter. I think this is a guy in Franklin who it's kind of hard to really gauge how good Franklin is, because he's a guy that fought at a good level in the amateurs, and then he's had a hard time really getting any momentum in the pros, because basically it's been a lot of, as he said in our interview a couple weeks ago, it's been a lot of stopping and starting, and it's hard to get momentum when you're always stopping and starting. But when he got his opportunity on, what was it, like 2 weeks notice against Dillian White, he performed very well, and I fight that a lot of people thought he won, and now he gets a bigger opportunity. God has blessed him with a bigger opportunity with a full camp, and I can definitely say he's got a chance, because Jermaine Franklin's a fighter that he's capable of fighting at a high pace with a high output. And we know Anthony Joshua, sometimes if you're able to push the pace on him, those big Greek muscles, the Greek god muscles he got, he starts gassing and fatiguing when he shouldn't, because it's his boxing, it's not a bodybuilding contest, and a lot of times he can gas because of just the way he carries the weight. So I think Franklin stylistically can pose some real problems for Anthony Joshua. And not just that, Pops, but other interesting story going into this fight is the fact that this is Anthony Joshua's first fight under Derek James.
Oh, wow.
And, our good friend Stacey McKinley, who's trained a number of heavyweights and guys that have been champion, he told me a long time ago, he said, Brendan, a lot of guys can train fighters and they can even be great trainers, but not everybody can train heavyweights. So as good as Derek James is as a trainer, and as good as his training has been for guys like Spence and Charlo and these kind of guys, will it translate when you're training the bigger guys? Yeah, I mean, it's almost a different sport.
I think he's had a lot of success with what he's had, and I think Derek James just came out there and probably just he's going to tweak his game a little bit and not really change a lot of Joshua to get him to where he's at. And he's going to let Joshua really just feel more comfortable and fill it out for himself, because he's already been in big fights and fights with heavyweight. So he's not there to change him. He's just trying to get his mind and everything straight, in my opinion.
No, absolutely. Let's take some time to acknowledge the people that are already here before we go ahead and we start really zoning in on the card. But we got, speaking of Jermaine Franklin, we got Ghost, my main man Ghost, in the building. He says, "Salute, family. It's about to go down. # Team Franklin." Yes, Ghost, a big Jermaine Franklin guy.
People are picking him. A lot of people are picking him.
Yeah, I was tempted to pick him.
Did he really really fought when he fought Dillian White? He really came out and did his thing.
He came out and he fought that dude. It was very short notice too. Wow. Short. Went to the UK. Fought him. So yeah, man. Sean Ramser, one of the OG viewers. Shout out to Sean. Good to see you. He said, "What's good, BT? What's good, Pops?"
God bless.
What's good, man? Hope all is well out there. And he's from New England. You know?
Yeah, Massachusetts, baby, all day.
He says, plus Jermaine Franklin is a Golden Gloves guy. He's got skills in his background. Exactly. He's not a fighter that's necessarily body beautiful. He's not like a big, he's got pop, but he's not feather fisted, but he's not necessarily a knockout artist, so to speak. He's a guy that's gonna rely on his skills and his endurance, and he'll be looking to draw Anthony Joshua late.
He'll just break you down.
He's
going for a knockout. He'll just break you down gradually.
He'll be looking to mix it up. Up the pace and try to break Anthony Joshua down late. But another OG viewer, my main man, Boxing Therapy, Lyndon Jones. Shout out to Lyndon Jones. He says, I feel like I'm obligated to pick Franklin because he's Michigan, like Franklin's Michigan.
Okay, oh yeah.
What up, BT and Pop? What up, Boxing Therapy? Hope all is good. God bless you
very
and your
humble
family.
guy, man. Usually you hear heavyweights like big like killers and do this and other stuff. He's very humble. I'm talking about Franklin.
He's just calm. He's a calm, laid back guy. Laid back, Just has his kids and just chilling. Simple guy. I like him. I like him a lot. Lots of it's crazy because like a lot of American heavyweights, are like loud and kind of like they can put people off like Drell Miller, Trevor Bryan, these kind of guys. Those guys aren't necessarily for everybody,
Right.
Jermaine Franklin, I feel like he's someone that could, if he could win this fight, I'm just saying he might come through the back door and maybe he becomes that American heavyweight that we've been looking for. I don't know.
Do you think that honestly you think that Josh was honest when he said that if he loses this fight he's gonna retire?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a good thing because whenever a fighter is going into a fight and he's already talking about retirement, he's got one foot out the door already.
Wow.
So that could spell it. If Franklin is able to take Joshua, put him through any sort of adversity, we'll see. Like he said, we gonna see.
Because like I said, he said when he retire, he said, "Screw the world, I'm gonna get wild and do a kind of thing."
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Yeah, like he was saying, like you just said, he's got one foot out the door, but he's already planning his parties and everything. So you never know.
Ghost says, "This is what I'll tell y'all. The white fight was no camp. Franklin was working at a factory leading up to. Remember Reeves versus Joshua won when watching this. Franklin is going for the knockout. No, absolutely. Wow. And and I was just telling my dad that before we started the live. I said the reason I really wanted Jermaine Franklin to win this fight is because look, Anthony Joshua wins or loses, he's a fucking my bad. Sorry, I've been crazy for the last couple of days, but he's a multi-millionaire no matter what.
He said it. He said it.
He doesn't need boxing, okay? He doesn't need boxing. Now, Jermaine Franklin loses. I mean, I'm sure he's getting good money from this fight, but he don't have
what Joshua
has, So I kind of want to see him, do well for himself, and I like him.
Yeah, he said that. I'm sorry, Brandon. He did. Joshua did say that. He came out and said I have everything I can. I'm set. Either way, I can do whatever I want. So he's pretty much financially set. Where Franklin, on the other hand, is still trying to get to some type of level to where he can live comfortably too. So God bless him. Oh, God bless him, Joshua, whatever he does.
Yeah. And Easy BX, what up? What up? He says salute to BT and Pop. Salute to you, champ. Hope all is well. Shout out to you out there in the BX.
Yeah.
I personally think AJ is mentally defeated. I kind of feel bad for him. Well, don't. He's got a couple £100 million in the banks. He's good.
He said the biggest thing for him now that he's not champion. He says when you become champion for all those years, all that pressure. He made a big thing about that.
Well,
people don't understand.
He's had more pressure on him than most fighters, Anthony Joshua. You got to remember, he won the gold medal, and a lot of people said they disputed him winning the gold medal. They said basically he was gifted the gold medal because the Olympics was in the UK that year.
Wow.
So then there was that, and then everyone says he's manufactured, and so he's had a lot to deal with, and it's like every time even before he lost to Reese, every time he did something, it was never good enough for people, So
if he failed, it was a big thing. If he won, he was still a big thing. So either way, he was always in the media.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you think about him coming in so heavy?
I know he's like 255 or 254, something like that.
I mean, listen, he's always been a guy who's heavy. I don't necessarily think talking about Joshua. If you're talking about Joshua, he told you guys in the Usyk rematch when he lost, he said, "Look, I'm not Rocky Marciano, I'm not Mike Tyson. What he said? I'm 14 stone. I'm 14 stone, bro. So listen, he's got trouble on his mind. He's not trying to be here for a long time, but a good time. He's gonna go in there and try to hurt Jermaine Franklin. Now, I think Derek James does it personally from the way Derek James has talked in press conferences. I think Derek James wants Anthony Joshua more so to box and pick his spots when to go for the knockout.
You don't think it should be like the old, like people say, the old Joshua when you come in there with like that mean streak and really aggressive?
I mean,
I like to see that old Joshua back though.
What is the old Joshua?
You know, you go in there.
Because to be honest with you, I don't think there's much of a difference between the old Joshua and the new Joshua. I think the new Joshua maybe is a little bit less sure of himself, but his fighting style is the same. The only difference between the old Joshua and now is I think the competition has improved. So the competition's improved.
So you want to make him a boxer instead of a fighter? I mean,
no. I mean, you can. Yeah, you at that level, right? When you're fighting the guys like Usyk and you know the Furies and them guys, you can't just be this slugger. You're gonna get killed.
You can't just go for the home run.
You can't just go for the home run. It's like yesterday. Me and Pops went to the Marlins game yesterday. Sometimes you gotta bun a guy over. Sometimes you gotta set things up.
Yeah.
And then when they make a mistake like that pitcher Jack, boom, put that ball on the upper deck. You know, hit a home run. You know, same thing with Joshua. And so it's not about necessarily going back to what he used to be, but taking what he used to be and adding to it. That's what it's about. So
I like Derek. I think Derek's gonna do a good job.
I think so. Sean Amber says, I agree with Pops. The old Joshua had a killer instinct. Unfortunately, Usyk is his true kryptonite.
Yeah.
Usyk seems to be everyone's kryptonite. I mean, he got Fury mentally beat already. Now, my man Big No Guerra keeps asking if Joshua's fighting. Joshua is not fighting right now. Galal Yafai is fighting. Right now, they're in the third round of Galal Yafai. It's a 10-rounder. After this fight, there's going to be another heavyweight fight with, and I'm actually excited about it, Fabio Wardley and Michael Coffey. That's the co-main event. And then I believe is the main event. Yep. So this fight with Galal Yafai and 36-10 Mexican fighter Moises Calleros, and then Fabio Wardley versus Michael Coffey for the WBA Continental heavyweight title. Both those guys.
That's pretty good, them guys.
And then So we're like about 2 fights away.
Yeah. And everybody tell what city, what country.
Yeah. I forgot to say. All right, because I see there's 25 of you in here now. Good to have you guys here. Let us know, like, where you watching from. Let us know what city, what state, what continent you guys watch from. We'll give you a shout out. You guys know where we're at. We in South Florida. We in Miami. So good to have you guys here as always. Also, program reminder: later on after this card at nighttime here in the States in prime time, I'm gonna be live again for the Isaac Dogbe versus Mauricio Ramirez card on Top Rank. Gonna be a great card. We got a lot of prospects on that card, so make sure you guys tune in for that because it's going to be a whole lot of excitement. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out to my man Sean in Boston. We got Sean Marcus out there in California. Shout out to California. MEZBX says AJ's retirement narrative is bullshit. Everybody forgets how bad Vladimir Klitschko looked in his losses, and he got knocked the fuck out 2 or 3 times, and there was no talk of retirement. Well, I agree with you on that as far as that, but I think the world in general, MEZ, is a lot different now than it was when Klitschko got knocked out. I mean, honestly, I think the world is a lot softer now than it was when Vladimir Klitschko got knocked out. So that's just what it is. And I also think boxing is the boxing public and the boxing world treats losses a lot worse now than they did when Vladimir Klitschko lost 2 or 3 times. So I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna see. Why is Usyk's manager saying it's not Fury's fault? Looks like Usyk knew the fight wasn't happening because the Saudis said no fight until after Ramadan. I don't know, man. Personally, look, when it comes to that whole situation, that fight is slowly but surely becoming the heavyweight version of Crawford versus Spence, and I really don't have any time for it. So I kind of just tuned out of it. I don't even know nothing about what he said, to be honest with you. I'm just focused on the fights that are happening. The fight we got is the fight today with Franklin and Anthony Joshua. And and then tonight, Dogbe versus Ramirez. And then next week, we got Shakur Stevenson versus Shuichiro Yoshino. And then Joyce and Zhang. So that's what I'm focused on, the boxing. Also, side note, guys, I was on Instagram today, right? I was on Instagram and I saw that my guy, my main man, 50 grand, Philip Hrgovic, the IBF mandatory challenger and one of the top contenders in heavyweight boxing. He's actually in the UK right now. I think he's probably going to be at the fight. So who knows? We might see Hrgovic, or you might hear something of Hrgovic tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Got my man Bradley Scott, New Brunswick, Canada, in the building. Shout out to the whole country of Canada. I hope I get a chance to go to Canada this year. Never had a chance to go. Do you think Taney Tank and Haney should fight a unification fight. I think the winner of Ryan Garcia and Tank should fight Devin Haney, but that's definitely not going to happen. More than likely, that fight will either Tank will knock Ryan out and go and do his own thing, or Ryan will beat Tank and there'll be a rematch. But I don't think Haney's going to get that fight. I don't think Haney's getting a fight with those guys because he looks weight drained, and I don't even think they're eager to fight him anyway. So that's just what it is. We got my main man, Red. He says, "What up, man? Tuning in from San Diego." Yes, sir. Listen, that's one of the best cities right there, San Diego. Got a lot of love in San Diego. I was just talking to someone last night.
San Diego, man. I gotta go. We went to the ball game. Tell Tom, brother.
Went to the Marlins game last night, and we were
talking. Baby, we're here.
We were talking to someone, and they were telling us about San Diego last night. But anyway, listen, guys, I'm gonna go tune into this fight. Let's see what. I guess it's over. I think Galal Yafai knocked this dude out because I just tuned in.
Yeah.
Look, let's see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Make sure you smash that like button. I think Galal knocked this dude out.
Guys, don't forget the trip to Japan. Brenda's still going there. Want to help support the channel? I know you guys already have. I appreciate everything you do. If you can throw a little bit more, we really appreciate it. We love you, all subscribers. Thanks for being here. I'll drink to that. It's water. Oh, this ain't the one that Tito fought.
No, that's Cal. This is Galal. This is the gold medalist. This is the baby of the family. It's probably the most talented one. So Galal Yafai, the gold medalist for Great Britain in the last Olympics, he actually knocks this guy out in the, I don't know what round, but he's 4-0 now, 3 knockouts, and it looks like Matchroom's gonna be fast tracking this guy. You know, he's one of the guys around, you know, flyweight, super flyweight that they have a lot of plans for. And I'll tell you guys this. I haven't made a video about it yet, but I did see that Sonny Edwards signed with Matchroom Boxing. Yeah, so that could be a fight. Look for that to be a fight that Eddie Hearn builds. You know, Sonny Edwards versus Galal Yafai. You know, a guy who right now is probably pound for pound one of the best defensive fighters in the sport and a really good world champion against a British gold medalist. You know, a British world champion versus a British gold medalist. The fight sells itself, I think, in the UK.
And shout out for Jack Catterall, Sonny.
Jack Catterall signed that too.
Will make him get him fights. Eddie Hearn will make the fight. So
yeah. Yes, sir. Shout out to Autonomic. Hey, listen.
Audrey, what's going on, Audrey?
Autonomic Action Boxing, USA. She said, USA, let's go, Franklin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Autonomic Action Boxing. She did a great interview, Jermaine Franklin herself. So go check that out. You know, it's definitely worth
check it out.
Going to check out. Let me see. Hold on, we got an interesting question here. So.
All 31, you make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it.
Why? I got a question. Why are you? Listen, you don't know who I'm friends. I'm not gonna really address that too much. You're gonna get blocked because it has nothing to do with what the fuck we're talking about. So you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked. I'm not here to talk about no other channels. And by the way, he's not my friend. All right. So don't think because we talked one time. We're not friends. We're not friends. So
see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Yeah, get out of here. Talking about other channels.
With that,
we're not giving up these other channels clout. But yeah, so the next fight on the card, guys, is Fabio Wardley versus Michael Coffey. Now, I think this is a good fight. I think they're both at a decent level. Like Fabio Wardley, this is a guy of Wardley I've never been overly impressed with. He's got a lot of skills. You know, he likes to box and move a lot. Not necessarily known as a big puncher, but you know, I think he's been developing. He's 15-0. He's got 14 knockouts, but I mean, when you really check under the hood and you look at who exactly has he knocked out, he's knocked out a lot of guys who have already been knocked out 3, 4, 5 times by other fighters. Like, for example, Daniel Martz, who fought Luis Ortiz many years ago, was a journeyman many years ago. He knocked him out. Same thing with Eric Molina. Eric Molina had already been knocked out by Philip Hergovich and Wilder and a truckload of guys.
But for these guys here,
but it's a good fight because
what is it for them?
What do you mean? What is it for them?
Like, what is there more? It's just a win-win fight for them.
I mean, this fight really. Michael Coffey fought Johnny Rice on short notice.
Who won?
He was undefeated. Johnny Rice beat the shit out of him on short notice. That was the fight that really put Johnny Rice on the map. Was the first Michael Coffey fight. He beat him. Then they thought it was a fluke, and then he fought him again. And Johnny Rice won again.
Wow.
And you know, then he's kind of been up and down since then. You know, he's 1-1 since his second loss to Johnny Rice. He's 1-3 in his last 4 fights. So really, this is a fight for the WBA Continental title to try to push Wardley up the rankings.
Okay.
I saw earlier this week that David Adelaide, who's the British champion, I think for the WBO, or I forgot what he is. I don't know. I forgot if he's European. No, he's a WBO European champion, David Adelaide. And he kind of like went up to Wardley this week at the press conference, and he said he wanted to fight him. But he said he wants to fight him on BT Sport because nobody watches the Zone. So that'd be a good if Wardley passes this test, that'd be a good fight. But yeah, Coffey. I think if Coffey's ever going to turn his career around, it's going to have to be tonight because I remember PBC had some plans for him, and then.
But out of the two, which is the most had the more light, the more shine that people.
Wardley.
Yeah, inexperienced too.
Yep. Yep. So that's what it is. Shout out to my man Jose. We see you, champ.
Jose, ¿qué hay? ¿Qué es lo que hay? Dios te bendiga.
Oh, we got a super chat. Shout out to my main man, Johnny Boy from John. Hey, make sure I go run it up. Go subscribe to my man, Johnny Boy. He said, thanks for the video, BT. You're the man. Salute the BT and pops. Everyone subscribe. Listen, Johnny. The video that was made, my friend, one of my really good friends, my boy Hyro, who's also a loyal viewer of the channel, he watches your channel.
Yeah,
because for him it's very entertaining. He says, and he makes these compilations for me. So we have like 50 compilations of like fighters, and he'll put the music in and he'll put the audio in. So that all that is all him. All I do is just the thumbnail and the title and just post it. The video is all him. So shout out to him. But shout out to you, Johnny. Lomachenko Haney should be. Hopefully, it's a great fight.
Yeah, and I just say this, guys. If you don't know a channel that talks shit and the real shit about boxing, that's the man right there.
Yeah.
Go see him. He will let you know. And guess what? Me and you got something in common, Johnny. Let's go, Loma. Lomachenko, Johnny. All right. I thought he was the one that fought
People seem to get started at 10 rounds. I might get a bit of criticism sometimes, but I started at 10 rounds and no one does.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
Congratulations. If there were any doubters, I think you silenced them with that performance.
Say that again.
If there were any doubters, I think you silenced them with that performance.
I hope so, but you never know boxing. There's always haters and doubters, isn't it?
Hate means you're doing well, Galal. Help means you're doing well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so Galal Yafai gets the victory. Good for him for 103 knockouts. But back to Michael Coffey. He had the 2 losses to Johnny Rice, and I was trying to remember who the other guy he lost to was after Johnny Rice. He lost to there's this big heavyweight, this big Armenian heavyweight that Golden Boy. I don't know if he's a Golden Boy or what. I don't know who he signed to, but there's a fighter at 118 named Azha Hovhannisyan who just put on one of the greatest fights I've ever seen with Louis Netty. I think he's got a brother who's a heavyweight.
Wow.
And he's like a monster. And Michael Coffey fought this guy, and this guy's like 3rd fight, and the guy knocked him out.
Wow.
He knocked out Coffey.
Yeah.
So at this point, look, Coffey's an opponent. Wardley, this is really a chance for Wardley to make a statement, continue to build more momentum, and push on for bigger and better things. If Coffey wins this fight, then he turns his career around. But I'm going to say this. Based on what I know about both fighters, Coffey's a fighter that doesn't really throw a lot of punches. He doesn't really throw a lot of punches.
Wow.
Fabio Wardley is a very mobile heavyweight who will throw a lot of punches. So unless Coffey's going to catch him with something early, I don't think he's beating Fabio Wardley. Wow. But we'll see. That's why we watch the fights.
That's right.
That's why you fight the fights. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And when the fight comes on, I'll let you guys know.
The program, we also have tonight's fight,
yes.
Yeah.
This is the first live of a doubleheader.
Lomachenko, baby, all day. Let's get it, me and you, Johnny. Lomachenko's coming for Haney's belts. My son okay. I'm sorry, no more.
I mean, I'm not bothered about who wins the fight.
Yeah.
Personally, I would rather not have him. But
anyway,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Go follow Johnny.
Hopefully, I get to. If I'm in Vegas at that time, I get a chance to go to the fight.
Yeah,
because it's a good card. They got some good fights on there. They got like Oscar Valdez fighting Adam Lopez, Jermaine Franklin fighting Raymond Muratai. That's the fight of that card.
Wow, yeah, Muratai.
That's the real fight of that card. Yeah. So that's what it is. Audrey says Fabio Wardley's got this. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, look. I don't know why the hell this is the co-main event. Like,
it's crazy.
I have no idea how they put this in the co-main event.
Maybe a lot of the whole fights, nobody got hurt, nobody got called back. I think.
I don't think so. But they got Dillian White doing commentary right now. Dillian White, Tony Bellew, and then that other girl.
He actually he taken place. What's his name? Nelson with Skyport Sports.
Let me see. Ether Joe says Franklin was impressive in his press conference interviews. Yeah, no, Franklin. I mean, I had a chance to interview him here a couple weeks ago because he did his training camp down here in South Florida, where I'm from, and yeah, I mean, I think look, if you were someone who didn't know much about Jermaine Franklin and you just going off of the interviews and how he's conducting himself, it's hard not to like the guy. I mean, I posted a short here about an hour before the live started, and yesterday when they were doing the media workouts at that mall in the UK, they were he was walking through the crowd, and I guess there was a kid who had cancer, and he stopped and he talked to him, and they took a picture and he posted it on his Twitter and gave him a nice word of encouragement. So he's a really down to earth guy, good guy, you know. So I would say for me, out of the American heavyweights recently, like the guys that have been in big fights, like you know Trevor Bryan, Miller.
You gotta give him credit. Dylan White
he's pretty likable.
Yeah. Would you say this would be like his last opportunity if he doesn't beat Joshua to get another bigger fight down the road, or like this would be good for his resume right here?
Jermaine?
Yeah. This would be a good for him, like a real big stepping stone, right?
I think Jermaine is an established, credible top 15 contender. So I think regardless, he'll get an opportunity.
Okay.
But if he wins this will really change the trajectory of his career.
Okay.
Because then now you got a win over Anthony Joshua. You know, you have what many people believe is a win over Dillian White. Yeah. You know, and listen, I'll say this: if Jermaine, I'll tell you what fight I want to see. If Jermaine Franklin wins this fight, because I would say this when you were out the room. Yeah. If Jermaine Franklin wins this fight, the fight I want to see is him versus a guy that's going to be at the fight tonight. That's my man, Filip Hrgović.
Woo! Yeah, bring the animal. I feel bad for animal. They got to give him a fight too. Anyways.
Let me see. There's Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has entered the building, and Anthony Joshua looking slim and trim, ready to really come out here and make a statement tonight. You know, beat the brakes off Jermaine Franklin and put the world back on notice. Because look, I'll say this: there's no shame in losing to Usyk, but if you're Anthony Joshua, a guy that's been unified heavyweight champion multiple times, you can't lose to the Jermaine Franklin of the world. You got to establish the level that, hey, okay, I lost Usyk, but you ain't him.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't.
You
know,
you got to establish like that. How do you say levels?
The levels. You got to establish the levels. I know.
Not hating on what's his name, Franklin, but there's levels to boxing, and this is the time these guys feel like, I might have loved it.
Now, my man right here says, I don't know why some people are sleeping on John Ryder. The dude's a straight stat savage. He destroyed Parker. I wish he would have fought Andre. That would have been a banger. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm glad that somebody has come here. Listen, anybody
talked about that earlier.
Anybody who comes here and says some positive shit about John Ryder, about Canelo, you're gonna get my attention because everyone
you're just talking about
is disrespecting John Ryder going into the fight like he's not a credible top 168 pounder. They want to just use box strike, but they didn't even watch all the fights they use for speaking points. They didn't even watch the fights. They don't even they didn't even watch the fights. So you can't. That's my thing. You can't use speaking points in a debate to discredit somebody if you didn't even watch the damn fights.
So it's clueless.
But listen, I think Canelo should be the favorite, obviously. But I'm gonna say this because the other night I was laying down, I was watching some fights, Ryder fights, Canelo fights. Canelo better hurt his ass early because if they get into the later rounds, he's not one of these guys like Callum Smith or Saunders is gonna fade. He's gonna get better as the fight goes on. So Canelo better hurt him early because Ryder ain't going to the box. That's why I'm excited about the fight. Because these guys like Plant, these guys like I had higher expectations of Plant, but I'm saying Plant, Saunders, Smith, all these guys came to box Canelo. When was the last guy that fought Canelo that really came to fight him? Like even Golovkin, right? Even Golovkin. When Golovkin fought Canelo, he came to box. Yeah. Nobody's really come to fight Canelo. Yeah. And that's what excites me about the fight. So we'll see how it goes. But obviously you favor Canelo. He says, nice April Fool's joke, BT. You didn't fool me.
The joke's all out. It's all good.
I got most people.
Yeah.
I was trying not to laugh the whole time I was doing it. I did it with a straight face. As soon as I was done recording, I started laughing. I started laughing like crazy. No, the fight, for those of you who want to know if the next fight is on right now, there's no fight on. It's just Dillian White talking a bunch of rubbish with Tony Bellew and some British girl, So we'll let you guys know. I think the next fight's gonna start now. So let me put the sound on. Let's see.
Guys, give us your predictions.
Oh, so here's Mauricio, Lara, and Lee Wood. Oh, they're gonna announce the rematch probably. Here we go.
A fantastic schedule. We've just added to that schedule because
I think this is nice though.
the rematch coming up.
You got
Mauricio
style.
will take on Lee Wood again. It's a big one.
Yeah, I mean, what a mate. You know, you've got Canelo Alvarez against John Ryder in Guadalajara. May 20th, Casey Taylor returns home to Dublin. And just a week later, Manchester Arena this time, Mauricio Lara, the new world champion, rematches Lee Wood. We're going to run it back. Tremendous fight last time in Nottingham. WBA World Championship on the line. These two go at it again.
Yeah, I want to quickly speak to Lee. So many other options for you. There was a lot of talk about Josh Warrington. Some people talking maybe Kiko Martinez for the European belt. Why do you want to run this back with this man again?
There's no other options for me, you know. I made a mistake, I just want to put it right.
A lot of people will be saying that this is probably the most dangerous man in the division.
Yeah, right now, for those of you wondering, Lee Wood and Mauricio Lara are in the ring right now. They're announcing the rematch.
Yeah, you know, this time I want to mess around trying to box for 10 rounds. I'm going to come out and whoever lands first, let's have a shootout. It's going to be early, for sure.
Let's welcome in the champion, Mauricio Lara. Mauricio, when we spoke last time, you were very, very confident that you were going to win. You knocked this man out. You must be more confident now.
La última vez que nosotros nos vimos, tú estabas muy confiado y le hiciste el knockout. Entonces seguramente ahora estarás todavía más confiado que antes.
No hay confianza, pero sabemos que es capaz Lee Wood de hacia arriba del ring y vamos a dar un gran espectáculo en Manchester, primero Dios.
I'm not necessarily more confident, and we know that the fighter is also very capable, so we're going to have a great show.
Are you expecting a much better Lee Wood this time? Up until the knockout, the fight was very, very close. A lot of people had Lee Wood winning the fight before the knockout. Are you expecting to see him raise these levels?
¿Esperas tener a un mejor Lee en esta ocasión? ¿Esperas que en esta ocasión él aumente el nivel?
Claro, esperemos que Lee tenga un mejor nivel, como yo tendré uno mejor que la última vez.
Yes, hopefully he will have a better level than last time, just as I have.
Eddie, as much as it is Lee's choice, he's asked for the rematch. You as the promoter have input in this as well. Were you trying to push him to Kiko, to maybe Josh Warrington? There was talks of the City Ground, Ellen Road.
Josh Warrington's definitely going to fight the winner of this one, but Lee Wood, there was nowhere that he wanted to go. You know, I said to him, you can let Josh Warrington fight, you can wait. He said, I'm really ready for the fight. I know I can beat Mauricio Lara. I want to try and win my belt back. So this is a real champion. Got stopped last time. He wants to run it straight back May 27th. Huge card. Jack Castro will be co-main event in Manchester on May 27th as well. And it was a tremendous fight last time. One of the brilliant fights and a stunning finish. And you're going to get another thriller in Manchester May 27th.
It's been a fantastic career for you. Of recent, it's tough fight.
My bad, guys, being quiet. I'm just listening to what's being said right now between Lee Wood and Lara.
Clearly, you only want to fight the best in the division.
That's what I went to boxing for. You know, I didn't get into boxing to pick and fight. You know, I want to be in all fights. I want to be wrote off time and time again. I'm not just wrote off for losing. I want to be wrote off and win as well.
I think the fans, including myself, want to see a face-off. And let's get a face-off.
Here we go. They're facing off now. Lee Wood and Lara.
Lee was gonna come out and beat the shit out of him. You can see it.
That's not what I see.
Seriously?
That's not what I see.
No. Look at him.
All right, so Lee Wood and Mauricio Lara. The rematch is set.
And Canelo signed with them too. So
what I will say is this, man. I know there was a rematch clause in the contract, and I understand that. And I understand Lee Wood is a proud champion that wants to run it back. But man, Mauricio Lara accepted that rematch pretty damn quick because he saw who his mandatory was. He said, I don't want no smoke with Odebek. Oh, I don't want no smoke with Bruce Lee. I don't want no smoke with Odebek Komatov.
but eventually he's got to fight him, right?
At some point, listen, at some point his day's coming.
I mean, you're gonna have to face that guy. That guy's. People say, "Oh, he's too early."
See, my man MEZBX says, I watched Jacobs and Ryder didn't win that fight. He got a hometown decision. No, stop it. I actually like probably 2 nights ago. I went back and rewatched the fight. Daniel Jacobs was a front runner and didn't even come to the fight. He was getting waxed in the later part of the fight. He didn't win that fight, and the right guy got the nod. It wasn't a hometown decision. The right guy got the nod. know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me.
What's the last predictions? Anybody got a lot of people got Franklin in here to win?
Anybody picking Jermaine Franklin? If Jermaine Franklin is someone you got by upsets, let it be known in the comments. Now, personally, like I don't know, because my initial pick was AJ.
Was it?
Yeah. You picking AJ?
I'm running with AJ.
I'm switching. Fuck that. I'm picking Jermaine Franklin.
Oh,
I'm going with the upset. I'm going with AJ. I'm going with the upset.
I don't think AJ's done with boxing yet, as much as he say he's gonna be tired.
You know he's not yet. But talk to me in an hour. He gonna be done. Jermaine Franklin put him into the dirt. The American heavyweight is back. The American heavyweight is back. Jermaine Franklin's bringing it back to the States.
This guy, I mean, his resume's gonna look better because a few and a half like you said. So he gonna keep going, make you feel look like bad. You know,
Daniel Jacobs was punch drunk by the time Ryder decided to fight him. What do you mean by that? That fight was never a thing. Like, are you saying he ducked the fight all these years? How could he duck? How could Ryder have ducked Jacobs when Jacobs was busy fighting Canelo and all these other guys for more money? You know, Jacobs was fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. for all this money in Phoenix, and I'm gonna say this: he's lucky Chavez Jr. quit in that fight, because before he quit, Chavez Jr. was doing his thing against Daniel Jacobs. So he's lucky. Yeah. You know, but that's neither here nor there.
On to the next.
Bernard says, Sugar Hill says Franklin is lazy. Well, he wasn't lazy for this camp. I'll tell you this. Sugar
Hill say that, man?
Sugar Hill said a lot of things about Jermaine Franklin. He also said that he thinks Jermaine Franklin can beat Joshua because he thinks that he can fight up to the level that he was at in the amateurs. So Sugar Hill said a lot of things about Jermaine Franklin. Sugar Hill knows Jermaine Franklin probably better than most people on earth because they're both from the same area. Yeah, they're both from Michigan.
And the reality is that there's probably more personal things that we don't know. That's why this animosity. Yeah, in each one.
Yeah. No, but as far as Lee Wood and Lara, I mean, man, look, I'm not mad at the rematch. Like, I know a lot of people are gonna be mad about it. Personally, I'd rather see.
But you know, anytime Eddie Hearns has any fighters, he's always gonna get a rematch clause. He's always gonna have one rematch. What is fighters?
God!
What do they want to lose? They want to have that. What happened?
We got our first Harold comment. He says, "Fuck Eddie Hearn in Top Rank. Roy Jones Jr. is fighting today." Yes.
Are you serious, Harold?
It is worth noting. Yeah. Okay, it is worth noting. Okay. Roy Jones Jr. is fighting in Milwaukee, Wisconsin today against Anthony Pettis Jr.
I see
the MMA fighter.
Yeah, I see the standoff.
You know, because like Roy Jones Jr. said, you know, a lot of fighters are scared to fight the best. Yeah. But Roy Jones Jr., he's old. He should have been stopped boxing. He's still fighting.
I like that. Harold comes in at the weirdest time. I like it. That's my boy. Thank you for your compilations.
He says, you bugging. Jacobs was punching Chavez's head and Chavez outweighed him by 25 pounds on fight night. Well, I didn't say anything about weight. I was just saying Chavez was having a lot of success, and Jacobs didn't necessarily overwhelm him and show a gap in separation, you know?
Jacob was a fighter, like my son says all the time. He never dominates a fighter.
No, he does, just not the elite. Like
he don't finish up.
I like him. I like what he has accomplished in his life. And he's a top fighter, yeah. but man, like, come on, man. Daniel Jacobs has always been a little overrated. Yeah, that's just the truth. Well, let's see. The co-main event hasn't started yet, so we're still waiting. But we're here. Young Touchable.
City, what state, what country? We give a shout out. Tonight, there'll be fights on. Top Rank, a lot of young bucks fighting tonight.
Well, no. That's like a one-off. That was just one moment. Peter Quillen, congratulations. But I'm just saying, like, when it came to the top guys, you know, he didn't impose his will on the fight. You know that. Like, when he fought, I know it's hard. I know these guys are great fighters, but that's my point. Like, Rosado, that was close. Ryder, close. A lot of fights was close.
Paycheck. Get the paycheck.
But yeah, he smashed Peter Quillen. Franklin never fought a pure power puncher like Deontay Wilder yet. Well,
he's got to get through Joshua first.
I mean, Wilder's not fighting anybody unless it's Fury or. Hey, by the way, guys, I don't know if you guys heard earlier, but
Water?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard earlier, but Deontay Wilder signed with Top Rank today. You know, he's Deontay Wilder signed with Top Rank. He signed with Top Rank because he said Tyson Fury's a cheater. And that fourth fight, they're saying it's going to be August 5th in Dubai. So, you know, go check out my video on that if you haven't seen it already. You know? Let me see. We got respect to Roman Gonzalez. Yes, that's right. Shout out to Roman Gonzalez. Roy Jones Jr. is 56. He needs to go play. He needs to go play darts. Roy Jones Jr. needs to calm down and go play darts. But you know what? I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna try to catch some of that Roy Jones Jr. I want to see Roy Jones Jr. how he looks. I want to do a video on that. Roy Jones Jr. versus Anthony Pettis, because it's not every day you get to cover a modern day great fighter like Roy Jones Jr. in 2023. So we're gonna go ahead and do that here on True School Sports. Let's see. That's not happening, Eddie. That's not happening at all. Eddie Hearn will not sign Angelo Leo. We tried. I actually tried in 2021. Back when Eddie Hearn used to follow me on Instagram, I actually reached out to him about trying to set up a meeting to meet with Angelo to get him signed, and he didn't even want to meet Angelo. He said we don't have any room for him. So I don't think that's happening. Yeah, but when I told you that, Hyro, I didn't realize that the Top Rank was on that day, man. I'm not like, I'll put it on my other computer, you know. I'll put it in the opposite tab while the Marlins game's on or something like that. But like Roy's old, bro. Hyro, you're the main person that always talks this bullshit about, oh, this guy's old and that guy is old. But when it's Roy Jones Jr., now you don't care. You don't care about age, you know. He's from Florida, yeah, but see, he's from Pensacola. That don't count. He's basically from Alabama. He ain't from South Florida, but he got knocked out from somebody from South Florida. Shout out to Glenn Johnson. SMH, if he signs with Top Rank, he's sucker for life. You can. No, I'm joking. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's a little April Fool's joke I played on everybody earlier. Jacobs exposed GGG. GGG finally fought a true middleweight and not on 54-pounder moving up. Well, bro, Jacobs wasn't even a 54-pounder that night. Jacobs came in overweight because he didn't trust that chin. So I don't want to hear that. Daniel Jacobs got too much credit for just like surviving. But I mean, I never thought, like, everyone said, oh, Jacobs exposed, but I didn't see the fight that way. I thought it was a competitive fight. But I thought Golovkin clearly won.
God bless him. He overcame cancer and did his thing. He's doing his thing. Yeah,
Don Jacobs used to piss me off because I feel like he had talent to be better than what he was, but like at some point in his career, he just became complacent and stopped improving. So I just got frustrated with watching
him. Paycheck. Who was the guy he told me he got millions in the bank? That time they had a competition.
It's Rosado.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember, he was like,
he said.
He was like, I gained nothing from fighting you. And what did he say? He said, respectfully, I gained nothing from fighting you. And he said, and the game was like, oh yeah, really? What made you say that? And he said, because of your record.
He said, I got millions and you don't make.
But then he fought him and I thought he lost to him. But hey, Jermaine Franklin, let's talk about. Here's Jermaine Franklin.
Teenager.
No, it don't bother me at all. It's only two of us in that ring. So, you know, if he needs the fans to hype him up, then I don't need all that. It's only two of us in that ring. You know, so it's only two of us that can fight. So the noises don't make a difference.
And final one for me, I do want to make sure you get your preparation in before you go out there. Prediction, what do you think?
You know, win by any means necessary. But, you know, if I can stop him, I'm going to put him on his ass. If I get the opportunity, he's going down.
Jermaine, thank you. Team, good luck. Thank you very much. Jermaine Franklin.
That ball had to do the back of the
smiling.
Is it? Learn to run him.
I think they might change his name from the Assassin to the Smiling that assassin. Remember that the main event comes up just after the co-main event, Fabio Wardley versus Michael Coffey. I would say we're about 45 minutes to an hour away from that one.
So there you go. There's your answer, guys.
I'm going to try and see if I can find AJ just room. That might be a bit more difficult to go, but we're going to try and see what AJ is feeling as well.
All right, so there you have it. A very calm, a very centered, and a very measured Jermaine Franklin. You know, he pretty much said, listen, if I get the opportunity, I'm putting him right on his ass. And, you know, you don't really see Jermaine Franklin nervous. Obviously, you know, he hasn't walked into what they call the lion's den. It's a lot different when you walk out there. But listen, I don't think the moment will be too big for him. I think he's definitely a live dog in this fight. And Anthony Joshua, whenever he does get hit, because he will get hit. I mean, it's boxing. It don't matter how good you are defensively. You're going to get hit at some point. When Anthony Joshua does get hit by Jermaine Franklin and Franklin closed that gap, he better have an answer. And he better have it early. Because if you don't have it early, he's getting put out. You know?
I'm saying that the quickness and skills that Fabio might be a problem for Jacob. I mean, for Joshua. The skills, the way he is, he's a lot faster, quicker than Jacob.
Just the pace he can fight at. The pace he's capable of fighting at. If Anthony Joshua don't keep him on the end of that jab, you know,
put that pressure on him.
Yeah. So for those of you that wanted to know when the main event will be, you got your answer. I hope y'all heard it because I ain't repeating it. The main event is about an hour away.
Wow.
About an hour or so away.
Jesus. So 2 more fights, right?
Yeah. You see. Glenn Johnson has gloves. Yeah, he'll try. Listen, Glenn Johnson, he's from South Florida, man. He
went everywhere.
He went everywhere. He fought the best of the best and beat some of the best of the best at the same time. He didn't just get in the ring with them. He actually conquered them. So it's you know that so you talk about boxing's true warriors. Like I think people like him, Marvin Hagler, all these kind of guys. Hyro said, no comment. This is no comment.
Oh shit. How to be a CEO of a company even trip?
Ralph says, it still surprised me that Canelo isn't jumping to fight Benavidez because stylistically, I think Benavidez is perfect for Canelo. He's too offensive minded and hittable. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think when they fight, I think Canelo is going to flatline that kid. It's going to beat Benavidez. He's going to beat the brakes off Benavidez. Benavidez is going to
got an older,
this ain't Caleb plan. This ain't.
You got an older Canelo. He's not the same Canelo he was before. You got a young, hungry, 24, 25-year-old guy that just battered one of the top fighters in the division and show how he did it. Canelo gonna walk into something with this guy. This guy, I'm telling you, he's been waiting for this fight for a long time. You know, but one thing I agree with Canelo is that Ramirez didn't have no heart. Gilberto Ramirez didn't have no heart. That has nothing to do with this, but I'm just saying, like.
But why against Bivol?
No, he just said
about Bivol or missing weight.
Missing weight. He said he got no heart. He does this and that. That I will agree with.
He's the last guy to talk.
And
they both no. He's the last guy to talk. They both lost.
Oh, this guy in the first fight.
They both lost to Bivol.
He's the first.
They both lost to Bivol by about the same amount of rounds.
Yeah.
So I don't want he shouldn't be talking.
And we say the first fight.
And all of a sudden, when Canelo finally loses a fight, you gotta go see a psychiatrist. So I don't want to hear nothing about what he thinks about Gilberto Ramirez.
Yeah.
If he really thinks that, why didn't he go fight him? Why didn't he go fight him before Bivol? He had all these years.
He don't fight Mexicans.
Stupid.
I'm just saying. I respect the boxing.
I honestly look as far as Benavidez. Like I think Benavidez has done more than enough to earn the fight. But Canelo, listen, Canelo's trying to fight someone much better than Benavidez, and that's a guy by the name of Dimitri Bivol. He's gonna
get his ass big time.
Probably, he probably will. But you know what? That shows you the fight. Are you really gonna get mad at him for fighting Bivol?
No.
How can you get mad at him for fighting?
You can't. I'm saying, but he's gonna fight him at 175 this time, or what was the last time? 168 or whatever it was.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you right now. When the time comes, if and when it comes, when Canelo got to face Bivol, when Canelo got to face the real monster.
He's not a monster. There's only one monster in boxing, and he fights at 122, and he's on that picture right there. It's Naoya Inoue. That's the only monster.
If and when it happens, I'm gonna tell you straight up, Benavidez it's gonna be his retirement. I promise you that. Well,
like I said, we can't even worry about Benavidez versus Canelo or Benavidez or Bivol versus Canelo because he got to deal with John Ryder, the gorilla.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man,
he got to go deal with that on May the 6th. But I don't know. I don't know anybody can sit here and criticize him for wanting to fight Bivol. Like
I'm not criticizing him.
You know what Benavidez needs to do? He needs to move up to he needs to move up to 175. But we know why he won't do that.
He just got a belt.
We know exactly why he won't go to 175 because he won't have a size advantage over everybody. He'll get punched. He'll get punched on by guys of his size or bigger.
Well, I knew. I
will
say one thing about.
And when that happens, he won't know what to do.
I would just say one thing quick about Benavidez is that he's. What really caught my eye. That I really didn't like what he said. He said that before he goes to 175, he got to get some touch-up fights before he fights him.
Why do you think that is?
Right there, so he has no confidence. In my opinion, if they say you're weight
he shouldn't have to say all that.
I'm saying
he's still at 168. He shouldn't be at 68.
But I'm saying if they say he's a weight bully at 168, right? And everybody says he's this monster, and I'm not hating on Benavidez because I like what he's.
Why are we talking about Benavidez? I just realized. Why are we talking about
Benavidez? I'm real quick. We just discussion happened. Benavidez goes. I did not like when he told me that he's got to get a couple tune-up fights before he goes 175. No, you get up there, you're gonna fight the elites and prove what you're really worth. That's my opinion.
Okay. Anyway, we got my man Shane Douglas. He says from the Wales, UK, rooting for Jermaine Franklin. He's my new favorite fighter after John Ryder.
Okay.
Both are live fighters in their kind of fights. And listen, it's good finally because I've scoured the internet to find people that aren't shitting on John Ryder, but yeah, no, they're both live. I think both of them are live. So I agree. And shout out to you, Shane, out there in Wales.
Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you for being here. We thank everybody for being here. You know, you're just scared that Benavidez gets. I don't care. He's not like, bro. I don't care about him like that.
We're not trying to open up a discussion. I shouldn't even brought it up.
I don't care about him like that.
But at the end of the day, if and when it happens, you already got my verdict.
We should just go and fight better be it, but we know you and I both know why he won't go do that. Yeah. You and I both know. You, I, and Sean to tell all know why he won't go fight better BF.
Yo, this guy's 14 knockouts.
Yep. So, yeah. But anyway, it looks like we're getting close to our co-main event.
Yeah.
By the way, Fabio Wardley is one of Harold's fair heavyweights. Right, Harold, the Roy Jones Jr. of the UK.
How does Harold? Most of these boxers in the UK, they just play tennis. Bay to Bay, baby. The real giant kill from heavyweights coming. You know it.
DAZN Coffey.
Oh, one of them is British then. I just figured out.
Yeah, Fabio.
I thought they were both Americans.
No, Fabio Wardley's British and this guy's American.
I just figured it out.
This guy's from New York, so Fabio Wardley's gonna win.
Oh, he's from Brooklyn.
So that means Fabio's gonna win.
Last night, little Brooklyn. We had fun with the Mets fans yesterday.
Yeah. All right, so Michael Coffey making his way to the ring. This is a guy that just not so long ago, PBC had some plans for him to match him up with Wilder, but he couldn't do his job against Johnny Rice twice. He lost twice to Johnny Rice.
Yeah, I remember that.
Johnny Rice, that was his breakout fight beating this guy.
Yeah, that made him money. That made his name for him.
Made his name on Michael Coffey.
Yeah, shout out to him.
If he beats Better BF, he won't fight him. He won't fight the guy. Won't fight the guy. Scared to death of Better BF. I don't blame him.
Guys, give your prediction for this fight. Who's going to win this fight? Or City or State or Company to shut out. Give us your prediction on the Joshua and that's real.
Franklin
fight. So
here comes Fabio Wardley.
Have you seen him fight before?
4 times. He's trained out here before.
Do I like him?
He's trained out here.
Would I like him?
Probably not.
He's not aggressive, right? You all know Belanga's working out hard. I want you all to know that. Belanga putting his time and he coming.
Well, he's not fighting today, so let's stop talking about fighters that aren't fighting today or anytime soon. Oh God, he's coming out to the Roy Jones song. Oh, can't be touched. I swear on God, he better not lose. He better not come out here and lose coming out to this song.
He's got to be the heavy favorite, man.
He is. Fabio Wardley is just oozing confidence right now.
I don't know about these British. They all got American songs.
So Fabio Wardley, one of the young, rising British heavyweights. Let's see what he can do.
See, Teofimo training with his dad alone. I like that. Because me and my dad doing it all.
He's not fighting today, so why are you talking about?
Yeah, I just like when he sits in the low right. Okay, yeah. Tell him, Audrey. Tell him, Audrey. Tell him, Audrey. Call it out. Respect it.
You gotta read this out loud, but just look what Harold said right here.
Oh my God. The way he works things kills me. Only Haro. Haro, you're the best, man. You're the best.
But yeah, Fabio Wardley, Michael Coffey is up next, ladies and gentlemen. And after that, you get your heavyweight fight. You get your main event. You get Anthony Johnson versus Jermaine Franklin. So shout out to you guys for being here with us. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Definitely smash that like button. We here.
Program will be here for the top rank tonight.
The shorter guy, Canelo. Yeah.
What you say?
We're not worried about Canelo right now. Fuck Canelo.
Yeah.
We're worried about Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley, Michael Coffey. Let's go.
Yeah.
Heavyweights.
My son tells me all the time, talk about the recent shit. What's going on now? The present. We worry about everything else tomorrow. This guy's in Pop, though, I think. Not this guy right here. The other guy. The guy I want to see is the Australian fight. When's he fighting next? I think he's cruiserweight, though. Opai?
Obataya?
Yeah.
Well, he just got a promotion, deal with his promoter.
It's like 3 years with that shit.
No, he got to sign with somebody.
Yeah. Oh, did he cut him off? Is he a champion still?
Yeah, they're about to strip him because he had to go to court to go fight a promoter, and it was taking too long. But he won the court case.
Oh wow, okay. So he kept the belt.
Oh God, Howard Foster, please.
Is he shitty?
So guys, Howard Foster, the referee for the fight. So that means if Michael Coffey gets hurt and like Fabio Wardley, it's gonna be a premature stoppage. If Michael Coffey gets hurt or if anybody gets hurt, a premature stoppage is coming.
Yeah. Because
Howard Foster's the referee. He's got a long reputation for that. This is the same Howard Foster that stopped the first George Groves Carl Froch fight, which really shouldn't have been stopped.
Well, after the fight, I come on, I gotta say. Brooklyn! But you ain't in South Florida, so you're in the wrong place where you at. If you're Brooklyn, come to the 305-954.
No, he doesn't need to do that. We have enough of them here.
You do?
He's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay.
And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the royal blue trunks.
Big tall blue too.
He scales 17 stones, 4 pounds, 6 ounces.
One thing you were telling me that I didn't know all these judges work for the promoters. So like, if you go against what the promoters, their opinions of the fighters, you can get fired from being a judge.
Yeah.
In my own opinion. So a judge really doesn't have the freedom to say what he wants to say.
Yep. That's right. That's why Eddie team Brian Mendoza next week. That's right.
Vamos America! America!
So I think Coffey was in the military, I think, too.
That's right.
I could be wrong. Let me see. I think he was in the Navy.
I don't talk too much about the military. Rather say the time I went against Heron. What is that?
Who?
That fight when I was going against Heron, the Marine. You're like, he's a Marine.
Michael Coffey.
See, Bam Bam's gonna be fighting soon too. They gotta fight. Didn't say wake up Bam Bam and Tony Edwards.
I don't know, but they're not fighting today. Stop talking about. Please stop talking about fighters right now. We'll focus on the fight. All right, so round one: Fabio Wardley versus Michael Coffey. Wardley in the blue trunks, Coffey in the black trunks. Coffey the southpaw, Wardley the orthodox fighter. This is a 10-rounder. This is the co-main event of Joshua Franklin, and you got Wardley right now posturing with the little probe, and then he throws the right hand that just falls short. Coffey throws the left hand that's blocked by Fabio Wardley. Michael Coffey being very, very careful right now because obviously Fabio Wardley has that speed, and speed is power in boxing.
Yeah, go up and on his right.
Oh, and there's a looping overhand right that lands from Fabio Wardley. I think that got Coffey's attention.
Yeah, but he's making a miss.
There you go. Good right hand to the body, then to the head by Coffey, and then by Wardley, and then Coffey comes out with some body shots. Wardley doing a great job here in the first minute of establishing himself, imposing himself on the fight immediately.
Yeah, but shout out to Coffey. He made him miss a couple of hard shots. So he got a close fight.
Yeah, but what's the point of making the guy miss if nothing's come back to the guy?
Yeah.
That's like if you're in the war, if somebody shoots a bullet at you and they miss you, what does it matter if you don't shoot them back?
Right away.
Got to shoot them back.
Yeah.
So right now, Coffey's doing and this is the problem he had in the Johnny Rice fight.
Same thing.
Worse. Like both of them were horribly out of shape in the rematch.
Then you said one in this fight, one's a punch and the other one's.
I
I'm just gonna go 10 rounds. I'm sorry.
Michael Coffey is doing this probe, but
nothing else.
But it's not even a real probe. He's like doing this shit down here. No, if you're gonna probe, keep it up here. Keep it up here and then mix it up. Don't probe from down here and then not give him any movement and nothing like that.
Protect your face.
He's gonna get lined up doing that bullshit. Because what's gonna happen is Fabio's gonna time him. He needs to stop because he's doing this. He's doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's working right now. He's landed a good jab there. He's having some decent success with his jab in spots, but I don't know. I think if Fabio's any good, he'll be able to time that.
Say good night to him.
There you go. Good jab to the stomach there by Wardley. Wardley now being very patient, just looking to pick his shots. Good jab there by Coffey, and then Wardley ties up and the referee separates them.
Yeah, pushing them down. Damn, what that Coffey?
Good feint there from two nice feints there from Wardley, but he didn't throw anything off of it. Throws a jab and then makes Coffey miss the right hand, but Coffey's starting to score. He's starting to score a little bit too much for my liking with that jab. If you're Wardley, gotta cut down on that. There you go. 4 jabs from Fabio Wardley. Grazing shots, not big shots, but grazing jabs, active jabs, volume jabs from Fabio Wardley. And then there's a nice right hand to the stomach there from Fabio Wardley.
Coffey got his attack run. He's just looking for a hard punch.
Just posturing.
Come on, man. Jab. Move around.
So a decent round from both fighters. Obviously, I think Wardley got the better of that round, but we'll see. I think for Coffey's not a guy that's known for
movement and stuff,
endurance.
Yeah.
So I think we look at 3, 4, round 5.
Yeah, but he's not showing me nothing, brother. He's out there probing, right? He's just probing.
It's not even a real probe though.
Yeah, he's like this, right? And he's waiting for that big punch.
Audrey said he was a sparring partner for Hrgovic. He must not been there that long because
wow.
Hrgovic is well overrated. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Stop.
Don't get BT going on.
Stop. But you know what? Listen, I'm focusing, right? I'm focusing on the fight. That's a foolish comment, but I'm focusing on the fight.
I'll throw you hit that like button if you haven't. Appreciate you all being here.
No, Michael Coffey, he had a success. He did this thing with the up jab, and he scored here and there, but I don't
think he's doing enough, brother.
No, it was a close round, but a clear round. I think Wardley won. But anyway, we go to round 2. Here we go. Oh, that double jab though is working for Coffey.
Yeah.
That double jab, every time he throws it, it's working. There you go. Nice jab there by Wardley.
The problem is that Wardley catches him in the ropes.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I see Wardley sit down on some more body shots. Slow Coffey down.
Yeah.
Ooh! There's that counter right by Coffey, and the announcers didn't say not a damn thing about it. They went silent.
We know what time it is. I like his face though.
Wardley?
Yeah, I like his face.
There you go. Nice jab there by Coffey. There you go. Good stuff there from Coffey to not allow Wardley to tie him up and just kind of spin him off.
Yeah.
Spin him off. I got it. Stay. Good job from Coffey.
Yeah, good job by Coffey. Nice body shot by Wardley. Minute 44 left in the second round. I like Wardley feint, jabbing out with his jab, throwing his jab up there, double jab, lands one of the two, still feinting, throwing that jab out there. Wardley throws an over right that misses it completely. Nice body shot by Wardley, another body shot by Wardley, throwing that jab out there. I'll tell you one thing, if Wardley needs to keep the fight in the middle of the ring and not Wardley, Coffey keeps the fight in the middle and not let Wardley get anywhere around the corners or the ropes, because that's where Wardley goes to attack mode.
All right. Last minute here in round 2. Nice right hand to the ribs there by Wardley. I think it's pretty even so far. I mean,
looking pretty good. I'll be honest.
Away from that double jab.
Yo, I think Wardley's problem in this fight, if he doesn't have an extra gear, it might be to his detriment.
So you're saying that Coffey will just time that?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. A guy who's done a lot of sparring with a lot of good punchers and knows how to survive, knows how to protect himself.
And now he's trying to take the sting out of shots to two.
There you go. Good up jab there from Coffey.
Is that his style the whole fight, Brendan?
Yeah. A lot of posturing. Good right hand to the body there from Wardley. Coffey making a miss. A lot. Now counter. You got to counter. Go. Make him feel you. Michael Coffey literally made Fabio Wardley miss like 6 punches right there in the pocket.
He did early rounds too.
Wait a second. Is that Ben Davison? I see him. Oh man, he's got a chance. I didn't realize that Ben Davison was Fabio Wardley's trainer.
Is that a good thing or bad
So
thing?
I give Coffey's chances I've shut out 15%.
Oh yeah, you're not high on Davison.
15%.
You're not high on Davison, right?
Why didn't nobody tell me? I mean, I guess I should know these things, but why didn't nobody tell me
You're not high on
that Fabio Wardley's coach was Ben Davison?
Why don't you like that man? That man made some champions.
He didn't make no champions. He got guys in there that already made. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate you, champ.
Thank you.
Salute BT. Salute everyone. BT, did you make your prediction video for Charles versus Do? I got Charles by decision. I haven't. I haven't yet, and I'm not going to until the fight actually gets signed. You know, but yeah, Coffey's just looking for one shot. But look, I'm gonna tell you this: the fact that this guy has boxer size Ben as his coach,
you give an edge.
Coffey's not. This guy can win 8 rounds in a row. He's in the fight because
but you hate him real bad.
I don't hate him. He's not a good coach.
Yeah.
He's not a good. I mean, he might be good for Wardley. Honestly, he might be good for Wardley style because Wardley likes to be technical and stay on the outside and feign and things like that. So he might work for Fabio.
What are you saying? You don't like the instructions to give in the corner?
Because he tells everybody the same shit every round.
Is that what he said that time?
Everyone.
Who was it that he lost a big fight with? And he was just telling him the jab. I forgot what it was.
I don't remember, but he's like, oh, don't get greedy with the jab. Don't get greedy.
Yeah.
Use the jab. Which really isn't bad advice, but like sometimes you need. Oh, Coffey cut the ring off.
Yeah.
And he's landing some nice shots here on Wardley.
They're not power shot. Oh,
no, I was letting him.
Yeah.
He held him.
Yeah.
He didn't like. He did not like what he got touched with.
No, he didn't.
So Michael Coffey, you know, still very much in the fight.
This is a big win for him.
There you go. Good. Nice jab. Nice long jab there from Coffey again here around 3. Be a big fan of his career. Ooh, good defense. He made him miss the overhand right horribly.
And he's been doing that the whole fight. I can see why Rice beat Coffey though. The move.
Rice didn't even come into shape in the rematch, and he beat Coffey easily. But in the first fight, man, John Rice beat the shit out of Coffey.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of movement and stuff. So, but hey, God bless him.
He was in the Marines, by the way.
Okay, 2 Marines.
There you go. Wardley with a nice 2 chopping body shots, and then nice body shot by Coffey. Oh,
Coffey, yeah.
Coffey with a nice big right hand that the announcers don't really say much about.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, my God. These announcers are horrible. Yeah, see, the fact that Wardley doesn't have an extra gear to push the pace is actually making this fight more competitive than it needs to be. Yeah. Because, like, when Rice fought Coffey that first fight, he pushed the pace on him. He was throwing big power punches, landing.
Yeah.
And Coffey didn't want none of that smoke.
Yeah.
Coffey he has his mouth open, which is not good. Because if he gets caught with anything big, his jaw is gonna get broken.
You've been saying that.
You don't go in there like this.
Yeah.
And start throwing punches. That's how you get beat up.
Yeah, he doesn't really look tired. He doesn't look exhausted either, Brandon. Nice shot by Coffey. Coffey just cut him with a left.
Oh, okay. Nice stiff jab.
Yeah.
This to me is a Coffey round.
Yeah.
This is the blueprint to win the fight right here for Coffey. And I'm gonna tell you this. I know they're in the UK, but if Wardley can't make this like decisive, you never know.
So I said they're gonna make the fight and fight inside the ring. You just never know. Even though
another up jabs. That was to me. I got a 2-1 for Wardley, but This could easily be 2-1 the other way.
Either or.
Ben Davidson is overrated. I agree. Drew Nango says, "Man, I'm about to go make some coffee." and I can't blame you.
He said, "By the time you come back, it's coffee time. He might knock up and win the fight."
Jedi Knight says, "Go Coffee. Make this a cherry pick gone wrong." I'm gonna tell you, if Fabio can't find a way to push that pace, this might be just that. It might be exactly what you're saying, a cherry pick that goes horribly wrong.
That's crazy.
Somebody said in the comments that Michael Coffey looks like Tony Tubbs. No, he doesn't. He is not like Tony Tubbs at all.
Yeah.
Tony Tubbs would have been putting 5-6 jabs in a row in this dude's face.
Playing.
I mean, maybe a bootleg Tony Tubbs, the corner store, just 99-cent Tony Tubbs. Tony Tubbs was a little bit more agile too, but
yeah,
I catch your drift. Round 4, Michael Coffey switching southpaw now.
Woo! He's showing everything.
Oh, there's a big override. Oh, Coffey's hurt. Coffey's hurt.
Coffey's winning the fight too. Fuck.
Wardley landed a big overhand right, and Coffey's getting destroyed.
Hold on.
Left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook, and that's it.
Oh shit, you didn't held on.
And there it is. I told you. Howard Foster too. Jumped right in. A 4th round stoppage victory for Fabio Wardley.
You let the fight still going on though.
I told you and then I saw what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And Fabio Wardley gets the 15 knockout and his 16 pro fight. But
man, he was winning the fight too. Coffey was winning the fight.
Well, he stopped winning the fight because Fabio Wardley did what?
Did he respond?
No, because Fabio Wardley upped the pace. He hit him with one shot and he upped the pace. Wardley can't fight. Coffey doesn't throw punches. That was called a Howard Foster stoppage. I told if you guys listen to your boy. I told you when the fight started. I told you the minute I saw Howard Foster, I said he is going to stop this fight prematurely.
Sure enough,
and here we are. Didn't even let Michael Coffey get knocked down before he stopped the fight.
Yeah, because Coffey was for whatever, it's done.
Damn. So it is what it is.
Anyway, guys, all 29, you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. The main event's coming on next. Give us your last predictions. What city, what state, what country you from? Wow, man, that's crazy.
Told you.
Fuck, man, you know these referees, man.
Cause he's like one of the most
panics.
It's not that he panics. He's that's what he's known for. Like he's known for literally stopping fights prematurely. Which like George Groves, even way worse than this. George Groves boxing he dropped Carl Froch, boxing the living shit out of him. The minute he gets hurt and like Carl Froch does a little flare like that, stop the fight. They had to have a rematch. And then the rematch is where Carl Froch famously knocked out George Groves in front of 8,000 people at Wembley Stadium.
Just never know anymore. I mean, that was. I still think that he, like you said, if Coffee time would have sat. This guy went to make coffee. I told you when he came back, the fight's gonna be over. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
I told you before the coffee time. I said.
Oh my God.
Coffee time. The guy went to make some coffee, and I told him. I said, by the time you come back, the fight's over.
Yeah, it's weird because Wardley has all these knockouts, but I don't look at him as no knockout puncher. And I think Eddie is hitting the nail right on the head. He said Fabio Wardley is the British Seth Mitchell. Yes, you know what Seth Mitchell is?
A British hype job.
No, Seth Mitchell's an American.
Was he? No.
Seth Mitchell was an American football player who picked up boxing late in his career. Yeah. And this is at a time where like American heavyweight boxing was literally like in the shit. Like we didn't have Wilder.
Fuck, man.
We didn't have no Shannon Riggs, nothing. And they were trying to, I think it was Showtime. They were trying to build this guy up, Seth Mitchell. Yeah. So he fought a bunch of no-hopers and faded veterans that like, Like he actually fought Timur Ibragimov. He fought Timur when
shit, who won?
But he fought Timur when Timur was like old.
He was already gassed
and
out.
he damn near lost the fight to old.
Damn.
Like shot to pieces Timur Ibragimov.
That's crazy. Now I'm just pissed off that this guy stopped the fight.
Yeah.
Anyways, on to the next.
Ben Davison contributed to Josh Taylor looking terrible against Jack Catterall. Yeah.
By encouraging partying in camps? You gotta take that shit serious. What the fuck is this guy doing?
He's living life.
Not when you gotta take care of business. That's what you focus on.
Listen.
You play hard.
I don't want to say too much.
You work hard and you play hard.
I don't want to say too much, but I'll tell you guys this. This is a personal story for me.
Yeah.
I remember the night that Josh Taylor won the undisputed title against Ramirez. I went to the Virgin Hotel.
Yeah.
I went to the because at the Virgin Hotel there's like a little lounge area where if you, and this is a tip for you guys to go to fights in Las Vegas. If you ever go to a fight in Vegas and there's a fight at the Virgin Hotel, if you're just in Las Vegas and you don't even have money to go to the fight, just go hang out around the Virgin Hotel, wait for the fights to get done. There's this little lounge area when you walk in, right there on the right. You can't miss it. You will see everyone in boxing at that lounge in the Virgin Hotel for any fights there. So I went there, I met Josh Taylor, and I remember way in the corner, I saw Ben Davison, some thick white girl, having a great time,
partying.
He loves partying. So I believe it. I believe it.
He's more focused on partying.
I believe it.
Wow.
Hyro says, if Franklin goes 12 rounds, that's a win for me because at least Wilder actually stopped his tune-up.
Audrey said that the referee Franklin goes 12. Whatever. It's referee stopped the fight in the fourth. Yeah, Audrey, that was ridiculous. But I mean, he wasn't responding, so.
Sean Marcus knows. Sean Marcus knows what I'm talking about. He said, I used to go to a lot of fights in Las Vegas when I lived there. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Like, look, anybody... Because people always ask me, BT, I get these questions from people, BT, does it cost a lot of money to go to fights? And I'd be telling, there's been times where I didn't have no money. I was, broke as a joke.
Don't tell me, I know.
And literally, I just show up to the MGM Grand and just wait around, get my interviews.
That's crazy.
I've done it before, so I know how it works.
It's like that hotel in New York.
And honestly, it doesn't even matter if it's the Virgin. It could be MGM Grand. It could be Mandalay Bay. Anywhere where there's a fight. You just go there, hang around there till the fights are over. Wait around long enough, you're gonna run into somebody.
It's like that.
There was one time I remember the night at the night of Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. I went to the MGM Grand. I'll never forget this. And I remember I was supposed to meet up with my boy Johnny and Angelo Leo. They're supposed to come pick me up, so I was waiting for them to come pick me up. While I was waiting for them to come pick me up, I saw Blair Cobbs, interview Blair Cobbs. Wow. And then once they finally got to the to the venue, to MGM Grand, Mikey Garcia just walked by. Wow. So you'll see people.
That's the same thing with that hotel in New York. What's the name of that hotel in New York that we went to?
The Stewart.
Yeah, man. You can see the lobby, you see everybody.
Yep. What are your thoughts on Kenny Bayless last week? I made a video about it. He saved Caleb Plant from getting stopped. That's what it is. Like,
go up, get hurt.
That's what it is, But listen, to be fair though, a lot of people are saying Caleb Plant did a lot of holding. He did a lot of holding in the Canelo fight, but the difference is Canelo Alvarez is a lot physically stronger than Dave Benavidez, so he pushed him off. Because he's a better fighter. The better fighters find a way to get the stoppages. They don't, they don't let things like referees and guys moving around prevent them from getting knockouts against certain opponents. So
it's what it is. I don't even want to use that phrase anymore.
I always said, man, Eddie Hearn is on decline. That's why Frank's
Warren and Shalom. Harold's on the roll today. Shout out to Harold.
No, I give him credit for that. The Davison gets credit for the win against Taylor, but he can't get credit for the win against Ramirez. But he can't get credit for the Regis win because he wasn't even his trainer during the Regis win. The first fight they worked together, MEZ, was the fight against the mandatory challenger Appy Nong Kong Song. Then it was Ramirez. So he can't get credit for, Regis. He only gets credit for Ramirez. But truth be told, Josh Taylor could have had me as his trainer for Ramirez. It wouldn't have mattered. Ramirez was never beating him. But here's Fabio Wardley.
See, because the British title holds so much kind of prestige and people hold it so close to their hearts that you can only do it justice by having the right fight. So I've said all in the week in the build up to this, I welcome all comers.
Eddie, there was talks about, before Michael Coffey, about a British title defence. Is that what we're going to do next? Is it going to be a Fraser Clark? Is it going to be David Adelaide?
Yeah, I think there's 3 guys. There's Soldakers, there's Fraser Clark, there's David Adelaide. I think it's 3 brilliant domestic fights for Fabio Wardley. Soldakers is with us. He's up for that challenge. I think
that's what's going to be.
Fraser's a very good fighter.
No.
Boxing,
Solomon,
Daiquiris. I've never seen David Adelaide beat anyone yet, but he's a good talent. And he lost to Kamil Sokolowski. But, you know, there's obviously a lot of chat going on between those two, and we love that. So we'd love to make that fight. In all honesty, 3 talented opponents and a very talented champion. But right now, he's the boy. He's got the belt. They're all calling him out.
Eddie Hearn's the best.
Ever a salesman, man, he got it going on.
Right now, they've got to come and see him.
He says it's unbelievable.
A used car salesman.
Yeah.
Of the 3 names that Eddie mentioned, there's the Soldakers, Adelaide, Fraser Clark. Who do you want?
You don't want to fight David Adelaide?
About next is irrelevant. Like, I want to defend it outright, so I'm going to have the 3 fights for it regardless. I think Fraser holds the most prestige to beat someone like Fraser, who's obviously an Olympian silver medalist, got all that. I've done things before where I beat amateur pedigrees and ABA and GB squad boys, so someone that would hold the best scalp of the lot for me is Fraser.
Was it a fantastic performance?
Fraser Clark.
If not, because of Howard Foster, we're going to really good performance. Well done. Congratulations.
Ade throwing that shade at Howard Foster. I talked to him, Ade. Yeah, Howard Foster out here ruining fights left and right. No, so he can defend the British title against either Solomon, Daiquiris, David Adelaide, or Fraser Clark. Now, Solomon.
Yeah, but you said
he's defending his belt. He's going to fight Solomon Daiquiris because Adelaide, even though Adelaide did lose to Kamil Sokolowski and they gave him a good decision, and all that kind of stuff, David Adelaide still can punch like a mule, and he's getting better. Like, he showed a lot of improvement in his last fight. He's not fighting Fraser Clark because he's not ready for no Fraser Clark. You know, I don't think Eddie.
So Eddie just talking about the nigga.
Eddie literally he showed you his hand right then and there.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, because he could hold the end of the Canelo fight like he did against Benavidez. Because every time he came on the inside, Canelo was like, yum, right there, rib dinner. I mean, I guess I don't know. But who cares? Who cares about Caleb Plant?
We'll see what happens.
Who gives a rat's ass about David Benavidez?
Wait for AJ.
And
Franklin, give us your predictions. Tell us gonna win. Tell us how they're gonna win. Knockout, UD. Tell us city, what state, what country you from. Super chat. Hit that like, and thank you for being here with True School Sports. Programming might going to be here tonight for the top ranked fight. I'm more excited for that fight. Remember, it's the train.
Oh, yes. Let's go. My bad, guys. I got the Marlins game here. The Marlins playing. The Marlins playing the Mets. They just hit a home run.
Who hit it?
Let's go, Nick Fortes, baby. Let's go, champ.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Marlins. South Florida, baby.
Today.
So listen, if you guys see me looking over here, I'm still paying attention, but I'll watch the Marlins game too while I'm talking to you guys. But we sitting here waiting for the main event. Anthony Joshua, Jermaine Franklin.
Give us your predictions. What you guys think?
Okay, so you've already said you're picking Anthony Joshua. In what fashion? UD stoppage?
Fucking knockout. He's gonna make a statement tonight. Let you all know.
We're having all that positive talk about Jermaine Franklin.
He goes. I like Jermaine, but I'm saying he's going for a knockout. I'm gonna tell you what. What was I say? I'm still here. I'm not. What was I saying? The guy said, "I'm not gone." Remember the guy, the other heavyweight that was crazy, that smoked the weed and everything.
Who?
I forgot his name. Okay, I got my memory. The guy that was going crazy when he won the championship belts and he started smoking weed and doing all kind of crazy.
Charles Martin?
Yeah, Charles Martin. He says, I'm still not gone. I'm still here. I haven't gone nowhere yet. I haven't gone nowhere. When they say, welcome back, come back. He says, I haven't gone nowhere. I'm still here. Yeah, so I'm going to say like that. I haven't gone nowhere. He's still here. AJ's coming to prove he's still hungry and he wants a title shot. Knockout, baby.
I'm going with Jermaine Franklin by knockout. Late knockout.
You serious?
I'm picking the underdog.
I think Franklin's got I think the younger fighter, quicker fighter. But I have to go with the man. the man that carried British boxing for a minute. And he's still hungry. He ain't retiring yet.
That's right. We got my man, Sean Marcus says, cheers to the multitask. Yeah, man, listen. It's, you know,
You just don't know.
I love boxing, but, you know, I love my Marlins too. So,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's that. We got the hockey game after this.
Right.
He's a true Florida fan.
Watching live and direct from Cardiff. Hey, shout out to Cardiff. I gotta get out to Wales, man. I've heard a lot of good things about Wales, as far as
Is
like
that far from where you went to with Birmingham?
where
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
No, it's not far. Nowhere. No, UK's pretty small. Nothing's too far.
Oh, okay.
You could be in like Bournemouth's down here, and like Liverpool's way up here, but it's really not that far.
Okay.
It's such a small country, you know. But shout out to you, RIP Machiavelli.
God bless all your family and everybody in Cardiff. Hey, I'm telling you, Japan, you don't know all kind of shit you don't know, brother. You'll be all over in Japan.
Harold.
What does this fool say?
He said AJ is a bitch because if he doesn't look good, that means Derek James is going to decline and Charlo and Spencer are going to lose. Well, hey, Hyro, that's gonna happen anyway. As soon as both of them fight who they're supposed to fight, that's happening anyway. So don't you worry.
Yeah. He don't like AJ?
He can't stand AJ. Hyro,
he's a cool guy.
Explain to Pops why you don't like Anthony Joshua in the comments.
He's a cool guy. He's laid back.
Yeah, tell
he
him.
went crazy on that last time when he lost to Usyk and he threw the belts and everything, but that's just human nature. You get angry, you get upset at the moment. But he's a good guy.
That's right. Yes, sir. South Florida. Yes, sir.
305-954, baby, all day.
And you can't forget the 561. You can't forget Palm Beach.
Yeah, 561.
Yeah. Don't discriminate.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Derek James is the so-called best, so I expect nothing less than a spectacular KO.
Yeah, I think he should have tweaked it. He let Joshua be more comfortable, build his mentality up, his confidence up. And I think Derek James is quietly one of the, in my opinion, since you interviewed him, I always liked him, Brendan. Yeah. I've always liked Derek James. Before he even had Spencer as a champion, before he had whoever else he had as a champion, I like Derek James. And I think, and no, that's no disrespect to Garcia either. Garcia did a pretty good job too.
Well, you know what, Hyro, you should be rooting for Jermaine Franklin because he's not promoted by Eddie Hearn. He's promoted by Dimitri Salita.
Yeah. Howard will know what he wants to do, boy. If it ain't PBC, he ain't happy.
Yeah. Howard is like PBC. Howard can't be happy about boxing unless people. By the way, all jokes aside, let me be serious for a second. Let me give my respects to Howard because all these compilations you guys have been seeing, you know, the compilations that like these videos that come out with the music and the audio of me talking,
and
him talking. That I don't make those videos. Haro makes those videos and he sends them to me. So that's all him. He gets all the credit. You know, the Benavidez one, the Lomachenko one, the Crawford ones, the Bivol, the Inoue, all that. That's all him.
If you guys got any fighters you want him to probably do for us, and he can make a compilation, put it down. Did he make one for Pernell Whitaker?
No.
Come on. You got to make one of Pernell Whitaker. Did he make one of TBB?
Who?
TBB.
Mayweather?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did audio for it.
Okay, listen. He got to make one of Pernell Whitaker. You got to make one of Pernell Whitaker.
He's already busy right now. I got like 60 million right now. So.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
You know, what do you think about this, Pops? Because this is something that people argue all the time. Now, Tyson Fury, and by the way, both fighters are warming up right now, so we are moments away from the fight. But Tyson Fury said, if you can't you can't fight in the ring, you can't really teach it to your fighter. Now, do you think, Pops, that a fighter or a great trainer has to have been a fighter on some level? Or do you think a fighter can be around the sport for a long time, put his time in as far as learning the sport, and then still be successful? Because there has been guys that weren't professional fighters.
I'm going with the latter. The one you just said now.
The last one, so you don't need to be a fighter to be a great trainer?
Nope.
Because like Joe Calzaghe's dad.
Was Sugar Hill a fighter?
I think he was an amateur.
Okay,
he was an amateur. But I'm saying like I'm talking about guys who have no fight experience and like no amateur, no pros. Like because like I know Joe Calzaghe's father, Enzo Calzaghe.
Oh yes, yeah.
May rest in peace. That guy was a jazz musician.
Yeah,
and he produced four or five world champions. Calzaghe, Enzo Maccanelli, Nathan Cleverly. You know,
I just no disrespect how I'm going to say this. Motherfucking Virgil, fuck him.
Hunter?
Yeah, he's retarded. Hold on. He was in boxing and everything, but honestly, he's out there. I'm sorry, and if he can teach somebody and do something, I think anybody. But I'll go back to say experience. My same favorite one of the favorite things is Experience is everything.
Okay.
So if you're on boxing and you learn the game and you do everything, you don't have to be a fighter. The only thing about the fighters that you can't really relate to is being inside that ring and fighting. But it doesn't mean you can't be a good teacher.
Some of the best fighters of all time have been horrible trainers. Like I'll give you an example. A guy that was an all-time great fighter who really didn't do anything as a trainer was Pernell Whitaker.
Okay.
Pernell Whitaker. In fact, I did an interview here like years ago, like 7-8 years ago, with Calvin Brock, the former heavyweight contender.
Right.
And he in the interview he explained at length how Calvin Brock how Pernell Whitaker and his style of training ruined his jab. And then he also said it was hard training Pernell Whitaker because with him being such a great fighter, he expects everybody to get how he got it. So I think
it could be a catch-22, Brandon. But what I mean by that, it's either or. Whatever you feel like is convenient for the box. Because you have experience as a fighter that's going to help you be a good trainer, but that doesn't mean you can communicate to your trainer that you can communicate to your boxer to be that boxer is. Some of these guys that are good are not good trainers, but they don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
Prime example, Michael Jordan.
I think whether you fought or whether you didn't fight, if you're a trainer, the key part either way is communicating and being able to understand the fighter's personality, so you know which buttons to push, so you get the fighter to do whatever it is you want them to do. You need to understand and manage personalities.
I was gonna say that one thing that it's crazy because I've been boxing and stuff, but I've learned more and more about that. What Brendan just finished saying, you've got to learn your fighter, the habits, what time they shit, what time they eat, what time they go to bed, what time they do this. It's like taking care of another kid.
Yeah. And I'll tell you guys a story. Now, I'm not gonna say no trainers' names.
Oh, I know you're going.
And I'm not gonna say no fighters' names.
Yeah, I know you with this.
But I was talking to a trainer
recently.
Not recently, no, a couple years ago, and he said that one time he had a fight. His fighters were in Europe, right? And I guess he went to the front desk and he told the front desk he was like, hey. He asked the front desk. Now I'm not trying to be inappropriate, but this is what he said. He asked the desk. He said, "Do you guys have pornos on TVs in your room?" The lady at the front desk said, "Yes, we do." And he said, "Well, make sure you cut the cable out in whatever room his fighter was staying in, right?" So then later on that day, the trainer walks to the fighter's room, and as he gets close, he hears the sounds of the TV.
Hell no.
The TV, and it was like a girl moaning. So then what he did was, once he realized that I guess his fighter had access to stuff he shouldn't be watching, he went ahead and basically he went back to the desk, and he told the front desk that basically to cancel to pretty much end his reservation in his room, and then he wound up staying with his fighter, so his fighter didn't masturbate or anything crazy, and that's a true story. These fighters, you gotta watch them at all times. You gotta know how to manage personalities if you're a trainer. So that's what it is. Yeah, Caleb Plain's a good fighter, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna fucking put him in the hospital. Shout out to everybody here, man. It's your boy BT. Brendan Taylor, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. It's almost 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. Shout out to everybody wherever you're watching that in the world. I appreciate all the support and all the love I'm getting here. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new to the channel, super chat, all that good stuff, man. This is gonna be I'll tell you guys this live today and the live later on tonight. These are gonna be my last 2 live fight reactions in South Florida, in this room, on this set for a long time, because I think it's Tuesday. I am flying to Las Vegas, and True School Sports takes its show on the road once again. So yeah, a lot of great things coming up in the second quarter of the year here on True School Sports, and I'm glad you guys are staying tuned for the journey. Lovejoy calls too much Dubai hooker. The king of the deposit. Hey. Don't be out here snitching on the king of the deposit. They don't want to fight Christopher Lovejoy. They're ducking Christopher Lovejoy. They don't want to fight him. Oh, snap. Here's John Ryder. Right now, Ade Oladipo is interviewing John Ryder. So let's see what John Ryder is saying right now on DAZN.
He's right on the road to take on the undisputed super middleweight champion, Alvarez. That man, obviously, is John Ryder. John, me and you were speaking about this, and we were like, well, it could happen in Vegas, maybe the Emirates, maybe even the Middle East. When you were told you were going to go to Mexico, what was your first reaction?
Well, I think I kind of called it on in a way. I said I'd love to go to the Aztec Card, 100,000 Mexicans. Didn't quite get the Aztec, got 50,000 in Guadalajara, so listen, I called it on now. I've got to back it up.
You certainly have. What was it like? You've been out there, you've done a couple of press conferences, you done one in Mexico, you done one in the States. What was it like there, sampling the atmosphere early?
It was good, it was great. They was very welcoming. I'm sure they won't be so welcoming in 4 weeks' time, but they come fight night, they'll be very hostile, I can imagine, but it was great to do the first tour over there, day in Guadalajara, then to San Diego, but it was good to get there, come face to face with and really get the fight of the line.
What has it been for your career, John? It's been a long career. I think you've been on the wrong end of a couple of results as well. What a fantastic story that is, how you just kept on going, moved up to super middleweight, and now you get to take on one of the greats of the sport.
Yeah, I think this is the silver lining of my career. I think I've had ups and downs, and I've took the knocks, and I've come back strong for it. So I think this fight's coming at the right time. I'm going to the best physically that I could ever be, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Where do you think Canelo is in his career? Obviously, he did beat Golovkin, but he's coming off that middle defeat. Some people say it's not what he once was. For me, he's still a top 5 pound for pound. Where do you think he is?
He's still well up there as one of the best pound for pound in the world currently, and not even that, the best of our generation as such. So he's very on a short list of the top fighters. So he's still dangerous, and I think the best of them still might be to come.
May 6, 5-6 weeks away. Obviously, you've been training over here in London. When do you go out to Mexico? When do you finish your fight camp?
Heading to Vegas on April 20th, so we'll get out there 2 weeks beforehand. 1 week in Vegas, and then down to Guadalajara, and the final few days sharp tools.
You are very much going into the Lions pit. To be honest, how many of your friends, if you say, okay, we're fighting in Mexico, how many of them said, okay, maybe we're going to travel out there with you, John?
I think I've got about 50 booked up already, so not too bad. But there was a bit of an issue with tickets and whatnot on the link, so not everyone can get the tickets they wanted, but it's going to be good. We'll have a good crowd out there. Listen, the Mexican fans love our fight, so I'm sure I'll have some cheers there myself.
Do you have a picture? You know, they always say, fighters picture the victory. You can almost sort of dream the performance. Has that entered your head yet?
Yeah, I'll be stood there like that with my belts on my arms, weighing me down.
But John, honestly, it's been an amazing career. I'm so happy for you because, again, you've had a couple of close decisions. The Canelo Smith one springs to mind, but you could have become a world champion. This is what it is to be a fighter, isn't it? To keep on going, persevering, and eventually you get what you deserve.
Yeah, it makes for a better story, I think. When you look back on your career and talk about the ups and the downs and the rough and the smooth, and yeah, it's all gonna lead to a better story in the end.
20,000 or so in here. It's gonna be nearly double.
All right, so he's not. I mean, John Ryder is not really like the best quote unquote interview in boxing, but basically he's saying, look, you know, he feels like this is the silver lining of his career because this is a guy that's been hard done by, you know, some bad decisions in boxing. He's been a guy that really has had to earn every last thing he's got in boxing. And, you know, we live in an era where a lot of guys talk themselves up and they don't really do much to earn anything. And this guy's earned everything he's gotten. So I know I'm in a very, very small minority when it comes to the YouTube boxing community and content creators, but I really do think John Ryder is going to be a much tougher fight than people think for Canelo Alvarez because for the first time in a long time, Canelo's going to get a guy in front of him that's not coming to box him. He's coming to fight him. And Canelo Alvarez, he's a guy that pretty much he's always, well, since the Bivol fight, he's been bitching and moaning about getting tired. And this is a guy in Ryder who doesn't get tired and normally gets better as the fights go on. And he's physically strong, and he's a southpaw, and he will maul him if he needs to. It's a much tougher fight than people realize stylistically, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, do I think John Ryder will get a decision in Mexico? Probably not, but there's a reason why we fight the fights, and Canelo Alvarez has to go in there and take care of business. By the way, James, the link, or Kevin Effect, the link is right there. So if you want, that's the link that I'm watching now right now. So. Hope it works. Now, Jairo wanted me to tell you. He said, he said this. He says, He said, tell Pops I don't like AJ because his ass has always been a paper champion, fighting guys from the Klitschko era. I wouldn't be surprised if Franklin versus Joshua 2 happened because he can't believe he lost.
But that's Eddie Hearns. That's not him.
Yeah.
But hey, Haro, I like all your comments anyway. You make me laugh every time.
John Ryder lost to domestic level fighters like Nick Blackwell. Nick Blackwell was at 160. That's number one, or maybe it was 60. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But either way, he didn't lose to Rocky Fielding. That was a gift. He lost by robbery that fight, and you never liked John Ryder. You're one of these punk ass people that always hit on John Ryder. You're one of the many punk asses out there in the world that don't like John Ryder. So it's all good.
Hey man, it's about opportunity. This guy don't get no credit. He don't get no respect.
No, but it's okay. He gonna get his chance May 6th.
Yeah. So for him doing that now and getting opportunity, that's all. It's all about life's all about opportunities. He's got his time right now.
But listen, we're 1 month away from the main event. By the way, Joe. Speaking of fighters, Howard doesn't like. Here's a fight that Howard can't stand.
Cordina?
Joe Cordina.
Cordina's a fucking puncher. What are you talking about?
He said Joe Cordina on steroids.
Harold, please. I don't got no hair. If you make all my hair fall off.
I saw you ringside. Obviously, you were there watching.
I still want to see him fight.
What did you make of it?
Shakur.
Yeah, they're interviewing Joe Cordina right now. They're not making that fight happen. Shakur already moved up the division.
Oh, okay. Damn, that would be a great fight.
He said, and your ass hates Spence. No, not like you do. I actually appreciate Spence. You don't even appreciate John Ryder. At least I say Errol Spence has one of the best jabs in boxing. You don't say anything good about John Ryder. I just don't like Spence because Errol Spence is scared of Terrence Crawford. That's always I don't like him. He don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. That's it.
Who's Howard's favorite fighter?
So I don't know. That changes every five minutes. It changes. So I don't know.
I would say that it has to be a Japanese fighter.
I lost count.
You like all the Japanese fighters.
I lost
Come on, Harold. Oh, Carter Hill. I like him. What are you saying?
Let's see what Jack Catterall. Right now they're interviewing Jack Catterall. Let's see what Jack Catterall's saying.
We know what's happening behind the scenes in terms of fights delayed or called off.
I'm glad you signed with Eddie Hearns.
It's been a tough year, but a year out of the ring now, but finally we've got a day, we're going to be back in the ring May 20th.
I'm with what Donato said right there. John Ryder is a consent. John Donato, you right about that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What about that?
What are people on about?
Come on, man. The guy don't get no respect because he's a quiet guy from England. He's out there in the country or whatever the fucking from. And
this the best comment right here. They say John Ryder got robbed every time. He probably by the used car salesman Eddie Hearn. Yep, they were. Most of them were on Eddie Hearn cards. Yep.
I don't know. I just tell you like this. Now that I see boxing a different way, like the judges and all that's paid off by the promoters. How do you fix that, Brendan?
How do you fix what?
Like
nobody's fixing boxing. Everybody's saying, "How do you fix?" You're not fixing boxing.
So the vice guy go out there and really knock the fuck out of their opponent to win. That's it.
Yeah.
Because the judges work for the promoters. The promoters pick the judges. Get the fuck out of here. Like you don't have you have an unjust system.
It's not unjust.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because if you're pro, Harold, for example, he's a PBC guy.
Before you go on that tangent, do the fighters get a chance to go in the ring and knock each other the fuck out?
Yeah.
Then it's not unjust.
So you're basically saying they need to handle their own business.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
But if it's a close fight, the judges
don't make it a close fight. Train harder. Go. When you're training, go where the other train. Whatever you think you're training hard, train 10 times harder. Do what you got to do.
Don't leave it to the judges. What you're saying.
Trust me. I used to be like that. Like, boxing's corrupt.
I know the judge.
Everything is boxing's corrupt, and it is. But guess what? It was corrupt way before I was born, and it'll be corrupt when way after I'm dead.
So you say like
I'm not changing. I'm not
like
all I can do is come here on True School Sports, my little platform here, speak the truth. Give people a place where they can hear, fair, honest commentary, and leave it at that.
So just like crime, it'll never go away.
Like what?
Like crime will never go away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't like that. Like, if you're a promoter and you pick the judges, come on, man. They should have a body to pick the judges, not a fucking damn promoter. He's gonna pay them off. But like you said, that's what will happen if the fighter take care of business inside the ring.
Yeah, I get it. Not every fighter is a knockout puncher, and they shouldn't have to change their whole style to try to get a win. Fight outside of themselves,
right?
Because then that gets you knocked out anyway. So I get it, but like,
look at that bitch Bird. I can't stand that bitch. fuck her and fuck her dad. Fuck her and fuck her husband.
Getting colorful.
Both of them. I can't stand her. She's a judge and he's a referee. Come on, man. Maybe this was happening when I just never realized. I'm gonna.
This was happening.
I'm scared to even learn more about boxing. Now,
just stay where you are. Stay where you are.
I stay where you are. When I go Brandon, stay quiet because
just stay where you are. Trust me, you don't want to know what I know. Just stay where you are.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's why sometimes you see me. I wake up in the morning. I'll say, "Man, fuck boxing," and you don't even know why I'm saying it.
No, I don't know. I can see it, man. Jesus Christ.
Hyro says Eddie Hearn is not a used car salesman because he can't trick me into buying anything. Only Al Heyman can.
If you put a fine girl, I guarantee you fall in love with her. You can sell that real quick. How about I'm gonna say the same thing that goes now with Ryder going to Mexico. You think he's gonna get a clear shot of the decision? He gotta go there and knock the fuck out of Canelo.
Robert Blake says the promoters don't pick the judges.
They don't. They have something to say in it. Yes, they do. They have something to say.
They don't pick judges. What they do is they
recommend.
They lobby. They try to lobby.
Right, they lobby
they don't pick them.
No, you're right what you're saying, but I'm saying to the point where they literally like
sometimes will take
the power of the voice or whatever.
Sometimes we'll take them to nice restaurants.
Yeah, but it's like an athlete in college football. What happens when you take them out to go eat dinner?
I'm not gonna say no names, but I know a judge.
Yeah, I'm saying
I know.
You take
I know
dinner and you do all this bullshit you do against the rules, and you do it. It's the same thing with boxing's crazy. You are probably right, Robert Blake. I respect your opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I've heard that a lot of fights the promoters pick the recommend the judges they want.
At least boxing, is corrupt. Unlike other sports where it's like they say, oh, it's fair, and then you find out the referees were told before the game. If Lionel Messi gets touched and he falls down, you call. If Kobe, if RP or LeBron, if you look at if somebody looks at LeBron angry, call a foul.
Yeah,
technical foul.
Yeah. So I just think I'll go with what Brandon said. If you're a fighter, don't leave it up to the judges.
That's right. That's it. Young Gun TV, Homestead. Yes, Homestead. Yes, sir. The Ghouls, the Rancher, Prime, Leisure City.
That's right. You don't know about that? You're going to find out real quick. Ask Eric.
Hyro said, man, did you see the video of Conor with 50 Cent? No, I didn't see it.
What's that?
Apparently Conor with 50 Cent. I don't know what he's
talking about. Is he still fighting the Conor's supposed to be fighting somebody. I forgot.
I'm not worried about Conor, man.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him.
We're worried about this fight.
Well, Anthony but the thing is,
give me your prediction.
Franklin by knockout. Franklin by knockout. You got AJ?
I got AJ. AJ
Hyro, tell him. He's picking a safe pick again.
AJ, baby. AJ, baby. All day, baby. No, because I voted for American last time. I finally went for an American.
He said last time.
My son rags on me because he said you're an American, you said the country, and you're always going for the opposite side.
He said I did it one time, so I gotta do it again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you like this. AJ's coming. He want to push to the heavyweight division. Yes, I lost 2, but you guys can't tell me that you're gonna have more respect for AJ for fighting Usyk twice. Yes, he lost. Then who I'm a big fan of Fury, and Fury fucking went out there and he's a bitch. People are saying, oh, it's because of money. No. You knew before all this shit happened, you weren't going to fight him. You know, anytime they ask you about Usyk, you tap dance. And your true colors are showing out now, Fury. He don't want to fight no. He don't want to fight him. I was shocked to see that, and I never expected that from him.
Why not?
Fury. Come on, man. Fury's done everything right. Why not do that? Why you fear, man? You shouldn't fear, man. You get in the ring, and if you lose, you lose, and that's it. Get your ass kicked, do it. But you get more honor from that. So that's why I gave it to AJ. AJ fought Usyk twice.
Boxing's not about honor.
And got his ass whipped twice.
Boxing,
guess what?
Boxing's not about honor.
What is it? Dishonor?
My money.
Well, I was watching a video. England.
I like to think it's about honor, but
what I'm saying
at that level, it's not.
They're saying that I was watching an English channel, Beat something, I forgot what it's called, sport, and they were saying that Fury gives a rat's ass about that. All he cares is about money. Like he don't care. He uses no money. That's it. How much fucking money you need? You didn't want to fight him. You called him on a bluff. And you got stuck. You got surprised when he threw you that curveball.
Nordic Warrior says, "God bless."
What's up, Nordic?
Shout out to Nordic Warrior. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Nordic Warrior.
Subscribe to Nordic Warrior, guys.
And Nordic Warrior says he got AJ by. He's going with you.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going with him.
AJ, baby, we're gonna prove to the people I ran the British. I carried the British Heavyweight Championship. You hear what I said? I carried him. Preach it. He's not gonna go there.
Todd Willie says, I've been a fan of John Ryder for a while now. Ryder beat Canelo Smith. Do you, hey, Todd, what about Caleb Plant? You like Caleb Plant? You hate Caleb Plant. Hey, honestly, who do you think is better, Todd? Caleb Plant or John Ryder? Oh my God, bro. This fucking
listen, I'm gonna say it like this. Both fighters, I'm talking about the Canelo and Ryder fight, they're both evenly the height, the weight, everything. They look like twins, if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Todd. The world is corrupt, including exactly the whole world is corrupt.
Yeah.
You know, these Fortune 500 companies can be corrupt. Government is corrupt. Everything is corrupt. So why? I don't understand how people say it's corruption in boxing. Like,
well, I think with boxing is more like as a fan, you know, before a fighter goes into a fight, he's not getting a fair share.
Baseball, I'm watching baseball. Baseball was corrupt. Steroids.
Yeah.
I mean, don't it was
people
fun.
buy. Yeah.
It was fun, but like,
yeah. I mean, the whole world. And what's crazy about the whole thing is life. And I'm not saying not all, but most. If you do more wrong than right, you somehow get ahead. But if you do everything right, you always get fucked over.
That's not true.
I didn't say that.
That's a defeatist mentality.
You think so?
That's a defeatist mentality.
I'm not defeated. Who's this ugly girl, man? Get the her fucking.
She's not ugly.
It's fine.
Nah, it's not ugly.
Okay.
Anyway, here's Ade Oladipo with Anthony. I think he's gonna go to Anthony Joshua's locker room, and I'm sure he's.
Let's go, AJ.
Trying to go through. I can't go through. Anthony Joshua right now is in the zone.
He can't go to the locker room.
He needs to be.
He can't go to the locker because Anthony Joshua's in the zone.
What the fuck I gotta do? The British fans want to see you.
Anthony Joshua.
Oh my
Anthony
Lord.
Joshua is in the zone on DAZN. Let's go, champ. Come on, AJ.
That's some diva shit.
You want to interview AJ?
I'm gonna call that way it is. I like what.
You want to interview AJ before he gets into a fight? No, he's getting in the zone. You know, sports psychologist.
Okay, now
mental focus,
What
mental preparation.
happens if we get knocked the
fuck is he talking about?
No, that's bullshit. The British should have the right to see him talk. I'm going for AJ, but the British people should have the right to talk. The fans they can see about he's talking about he's in the zone. But what happens if Franklin's knocked him the fuck out? What zone was he in? Come on, man. It's a problem I have, but I'm going with AJ.
That's funny. He said you can't freaking go in his locker room. Who do you think you are? Let's see what he's saying now.
Get those fights. In order for the fans to want those fights, he's probably going to need a stoppage here tonight.
Yeah, but Carl Frost is the other day.
We're not going to get through.
Dang, and this guy loves Anthony. This guy's like Anthony Joshua's fanboy.
Right here?
He's probably heartbroken. He's probably crying.
I know Carl Frost from the last fight that they had a big fight with Carl Frost was supposed to.
That's Carl Frost. It's different.
Here tonight. Back to you.
Yeah.
We certainly do hope we're going to get some.
So man, Anthony Joshua, he ain't doing no interviews.
No, that means he's nervous.
No, that means he means business. Here we go. That means he means business.
Yeah?
Yeah, he means business. He's coming. Anthony Joshua he's on. Yeah. Anthony Joshua is in the zone on DAZN.
What did Harold say?
On an app.
John Ryder's going to lose because he has the. How they evenly match height, what are you talking about?
Man.
Harold, you used to come here and instigate us, but I love you, Harold. He does.
Yeah, he's worried. Anthony Joshua is worried that if he doesn't get this knockout in the first 3-4 rounds, he's gonna gas out.
But you said if it goes later, it's gonna favor what's his name,
Franklin,
right?
Yeah. Joshua got no gas.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
He got no gas.
No, he said he wasn't doing weights though, but he's just in his training. He said he wasn't doing weights. That's just his natural, whatever. He stopped doing weights for the training and whatever. My thing is, you learned through experience. You knew that you had muscle mass. You gotta either build the stamina up. What's it called? Stamina?
Yeah, stamina.
Yeah. Build your stamina up.
No, you're right. My man Shane Douglas says, does Tony Bellew realize that Dillian White is a co-opponent? Yeah, I haven't been paying it much mind, but like Dillian White barely talks. Tony Bellew just talking. But that's the Scousers, man. The Scousers are the loudest, most talking people from the UK.
Bellew?
I like the Scousers.
That's from the country, right?
It's Liverpool.
You know what I like about him? He's from Liverpool. You know who he like?
Trash.
Everton.
The New York Mets of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Let me see. Pops, boxing is mob style management. Ain't no fixing.
No, you're right.
Because they want to control the fighters and continuously abuse them. Unfortunately, their boxers are disposable.
No, you're so right. I'm not. I know the reality of it. I'm just trying sometimes, try to, you can't. If you can't change it, it's just the way it is. I mean, back in the day, that's what the mobsters did. Anyways, I don't want to do that. Anyways. What?
Well, actually, I would actually say back in the day when the mobsters ran, boxing was actually better. Because see, the mobsters were money orientated, and they understood the principle that in order to make the most money, you had to put on the best fights. They weren't too in their feelings.
How about that fight with Sonny Liston? They said he fell or something. That wasn't really a fight. That was.
They say a lot of things.
They were set up by the mob.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but they say a lot of things. They say things now. When do they not say things?
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, in them days, for the most part, you'd have to worry about guys not fighting each other because they're on a network or with the wrong promoter. That shit didn't happen because if the mob was involved, they wanted to make money, and they knew in order to make money, they had to put on the biggest events. So guess what? You saw Joe Louis versus freaking Max Schmeling. You saw freaking, all the biggest fights possible.
My son put me on game. I'm not gonna say no names, no fighters or anything. He was telling me that some fighters got offered to get to fall.
I know a fighter.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna say no name. I'm not gonna say no names.
If I'm a fighter, hold on. If I'm a fighter, right, and I'm going in, I don't care if I'm the heavy underdog or not, right? And this guy tells me I'm gonna give you $10,000 if you just fall.
I'm not gonna say no fighters' names, but I know a fighter personally.
Come on, man.
I know a fighter.
What's the honor?
I know a fighter personally, and he told me he got offered a fight to go to another country, like out of the United States of America.
Yeah.
And I was told by this fighter that basically the promoter that called him from that country said that, look, you fight, we have a fight for you. You get X amount of dollars. This guy's gonna hit you in the third round, and you're gonna fall down if you take this contract. And he said, I ain't taking no damn dive. He turned the contract down.
Yeah, because think about it. I guess it all depends if you're a money hungry motherfucker or you want your honesty. Honestly, not me. I ain't fucking falling for nothing. You have to knock me the fuck out.
There you go, Todd. Todd says John Ryder is better than Caleb Plant. And yes, talk to him, Todd. Talk to him, Todd.
The gorilla, baby, all day. He gonna bring that close.
I think
he's gonna close in on.
I think Ryder will be playing.
What I like about a Ryder, when he go inside, he goes inside a lot, and he'll close the gap. He will not get that space to the fighters to go in there and attack him. I'm telling you right now, Ryder's coming to prove a point. He might be the sleeper. Nobody really knows about him. Nobody really likes him like they did. Carlson got a free walk with him on the park that time. It ain't happened with Canelo. It's gonna be a great fight. I'm telling you that right now. But he's got to go in there and dominate the fight because you're fighting where? You already know.
It'd be hilarious if he goes there and it's a close fight and he gets a decision.
It's just crazy. You just never know. And I'll be honestly, Brandon. Before Ryder came to the point, is that the only opponent that you would actually take to Mexico to fight? And then he got a possibility to win, or in other words, what other talent besides Ryder that Canelo could have fought that could have got exposed in Mexico?
Damn Benavidez.
Oh shit.
Actually, no, he wouldn't. He actually has no chance against Canelo, like zero.
Yeah. Who?
Benavidez has zero chance.
Well, you keep telling me, but you're not telling me why.
I told you already. I explained it to you on the last live. I said it once. If you didn't listen the first time, then you can go back to the live that night. Yeah, go rewatch it.
Benavidez is taking care of business. Like Benavidez Senior say, Canelo's gonna retire after Benavidez.
Well, the joke's on him because Canelo ain't gonna fight him.
I know. I'll be honest. I don't think. And I'll be honest.
You would think there was
one guy was saying, one of your comments, one subscriber was saying, man, I totally agree with. Why do people hate so much on Canelo when he's a humble guy and he just talks humble?
Because he's not humble all the time. So anyway, let's go. Let's not just
guys. Give us your last prediction. AJ against Franklin. Jermaine Franklin knockout. Give you prediction what city could cut you up and hit a like. Super chat. We going to Japan. Let's get it.
I'm not reading your bitch ass comment, Hyro, because it's not worth reading.
What is that?
How about that? I'm not reading your comment. How about that? Main event is coming on. Forget your comment. Yeah. It's a new dawn. So right now on the screen at the arena, it says a new dawn.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be like a 100-minute freaking intro for Anthony Joshua.
Isn't this like the smallest stadium he's fought in?
In years. Like, he hasn't fought at the O2 Arena since, like, he fought, like, Dillian White.
Look up, it looks like there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's 20,000. That's not.
Ooh, no, it's not like a football stadium.
No, this is his first non-stadium fight in a long. That's what I'm saying. Like he hasn't not fought in a stadium for like more than half a decade.
Yeah.
Here we go. Talk to him, David.
Let's go, David. Yeah, I gave it the thing. He wild as fuck. You know he opened up his own bar or something.
Yep.
In England.
No, in New York.
Was it New York?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna make good money doing this shit. I actually didn't know so.
Yes. Come on, Jazz.
Yes.
The double. That's a double.
Damn.
Here's Jermaine Franklin.
Let's get it, Michigan. I ain't going for you, but
That's
yeah.
Hollywood Beach.
I see that. Hollywood, stand up.
Oh no, that was Jesus Sanchez. It wasn't Jazz.
You say his career's on the line. For me, everything's on the line. I don't make my claim, make my statement.
You think he can keep a slack?
I'm not worried about what he can do against Cuban Flash. I'm worried about what he can do against AJ because that's the time we have.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I could. So here he comes.
Who?
Saginaw, Michigan's very own.
Stand up, Michigan.
Jermaine Franklin.
Humble guy. Wish him the best. I think his speed. Who's that?
I don't know this one.
You know?
So Jermaine Franklin on his way to the ring. This is a guy in Franklin who fought at a good level as an amateur here in the States. He's had a lot of stopping and starting in his career, promotional issues, fights falling out with Stephen Shaw. But this is the night for him, though. Where if he really puts it all together, he can change the course of his career.
Did he really beat that?
I thought he beat him barely.
Yeah, but it was a fire fight.
Yeah, good fight.
I'm gonna watch it. Let's get it, Michigan. Very humble guy. Like him a lot, but I'm going with experience.
From the 29-year-old from Saginaw in Michigan, in the United States. There's a tension in the American space. Replacing the confident smiles of earlier in the week.
Let's go, Franklin. Let's get this. But I'm going for AJ.
To make a mark. And it's been waiting arrival of Anthony Joshua back where he's been so successful. Two massive homecoming events to be all in the zone next month. Canelo back in Mexico on May the 6th. And 2 weeks later, Katie Taylor in Dublin, May the 20th.
I might do what you said. You never know what he wants to do. Please boxing, let's go.
He's not talking about AJ Howard. He's talking about Jermaine Franklin. Stop being so angry that you can't listen, bro.
I just like you. Let's go. Let's get it, Franklin. Let's get it. Oh, he's all business, yeah.
And there he is.
He's your favorite, right?
Of course.
Big?
Not that big. And there he is, the golden boy of British boxing himself, Anthony Joshua.
Everglass glove. I'm becoming bull. I like to art. Damn, that was like 10 years ago, isn't it?
7.
That's going back.
7 against Charles Martin. So Anthony Joshua looking very focused, looking equally nervous, but looking focused and very measured as he walks to the ring. Eddie Hearn walking behind him, knowing that if Anthony Joshua is to get knocked out, he's really going to be in a bad place business-wise in the UK.
He lost a lot of fighters too, didn't he?
He's lost some fighters, but like Anthony Joshua is the biggest.
But he could sign Catterall and he could sign Sonny Edwards.
He can add all the guys up. They don't make a bunch more than AJ.
I know, yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what kind of music he plays. Anthony Joshua always has interesting intros, ring walks.
Entering the arena, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Stop being biased, David. You sound too excited for that.
Yeah.
I think no amount of pressure people expect from me
You know, if he wins hot, Eddie Hearn will fucking try to sell him. All the boots are all drunk. All 20 hit that like button. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Baby Bay. Blake is back, baby. Bad. Blake Davis.
Don't worry about bad Blake Davis. Please stop. Please, Dad. Stop talking about fighters. What's going on?
Jerome Miller right there.
Oh, that's what's his name? I knew it was sister. I listened to him, but I can't.
Famous?
Yeah, he's a British rapper. Anthony Joshua walking out to British rap.
Come on.
I like
kill yourself.
I like British rap. All that shit sound the same. All of it.
I know.
If you heard one British, it's called rhyme. If you heard one song British rhyme, you heard of all. All of them.
Same rhythm, baby.
Anthony Joshua looking really focused, very calm, and ready to do damage. He meant hair. So there's AJ. AJ's in the ring. Jermaine Franklin's in the ring.
You understand him?
I actually don't. Oh, snap.
Oh!
They're already facing off. Jermaine Franklin talking.
What's the security at?
AJ and Jermaine Franklin talking shit already to each other. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no friendly business. Hey, you know what? I bet you. Before I do the introductions, I guarantee you, when they interviewed Jermaine Franklin and he said he's putting Anthony Joshua on his ass, I bet you Anthony Joshua heard that and got offended, and that's why he let the guy in the locker room. I guarantee it. I can just see it. Anthony Joshua sitting on a couch watching Franklin say, "Yeah, you know."
But that has nothing to do with the reporter.
I know, but I can just see. I can just see that mentally doing something to Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already jawing. Like, they're already jawing.
Oh, you go fight.
Oh. No baseball. No baseball. What boxing?
An international heavyweight contest. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Match.
Make sure y'all smash that like button. We here.
That like button, super chat, support the channel. We're going to Japan, baby.
We're sponsored by BetFriend, Stage Front, and JD Sports.
Harold says Jermaine is from Detroit. Those seats are coming from London.
Under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control.
You know what? AJ Strong, he's from where? You know about the rock.
My man Aaron says, number one, love the pops. Two, good luck to Brendan in Japan. Thank you. And then he says, Joshua will lose. He has lost his mojo. He's too comfortable. And as Mickey said in Rocky, you got civilized.
Respect to you, man. Respect to you, Papa. Yaza.
Your third man in the ring from England, A-star referee, Mr. Marcus.
Thank God, O'Hara Foster. Thank the Lord for this fight.
That shit was packed though. I ain't gonna lie. Even if it's 20. I like you guys.
Talk to him, David.
Talk to John Lennon.
Talk to him, David. Talk to him.
This is it. The time has come.
How does AJ got to punch Franklin?
You don't knock it. You don't. No, I'm not gonna. I can't. I got a heart over here. Yeah. I was skimming too much in the baseball game. I almost lost my heart.
You're right.
I can't.
The four corners of this ring right here in England.
Start! Yeah, I got to. Here we go. Come on.
Exclusive first first, fighting in the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks. He scales 16 stone.
We're gonna go past this round.
12 ounces. His professional record, 21 victories, only 1 defeat. He has 14 wins coming my way on knockout. He fights out of Saginaw, Michigan, USA.
That's right, USA. I can't wait. I can't wait.
And his opponent across the ring fighting out of
Yeah! 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 AJ, baby! Yeah! We back, motherfuckers! Let's go! I carry British boxing.
I did it. I thought that guy was Buffalo Roy, maybe.
I got Franklin by late stoppage.
I got AJ, baby. Let's go.
Let's
ride. We coming back to the heavyweight rank, baby. Yeah. I ain't ready to retire yet. I gotta be British boxing. Yeah, AJ, come on. Rise up. Joshua. He's breaking Franklin though. He looks nervous though. I ain't gonna lie. He's been nervous for the whole couple days.
That's what you go in the dressing room. You might expect that like professor at all times to blame instructions. And you ask any questions. Let's go to work.
So here we go. All the talking is done. All the yip yap is done. All the training is done. Fighters are in the chamber of truth. They're in the ring, and this is where the truth will be revealed.
Yeah, for real. Live prediction, guys. Hit that like button.
All right, so here we go. Round 1, Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin. Joshua in the white trunks, Franklin in the black trunks. It's your boy BT with Pops.
Thank you all for being here.
Franklin pumps that jab out there. Joshua doing a good job catching and parrying.
I don't like this style.
We're not even 20 seconds in the fight. Stop. Anthony Joshua staying nice and tall. Good jab there from Anthony Joshua. Landing on Jermaine Franklin. And the crowd absolutely going crazy right now for Anthony Joshua. There you go. Good jab by Jermaine Franklin down to the stomach. Good defense from Jermaine Franklin. Joshua missed the jab. Good jab from Anthony Joshua. There you go. Oh, nice left hook from Franklin. And Joshua didn't like that. Franklin getting on the inside now, trying to push him back. Anthony Joshua fighting very patient behind that jab. I like what Jermaine is doing though. Jermaine moving his head a lot. AJ has to be very careful because when he misses, Franklin's going to come over the top of that counter left hook. And there's a nice 3-punch combination from Franklin. A 1-2 down to the bite and a left hook up top from Franklin.
It's almost seems like you're changing styles.
First round, please. The first round. You can't make statements like that in round 1.
I'm watching what I see.
Right. Yeah, be patient. He's doing what I told you he's going to do. He's going to box.
Yeah.
Look at it. Too nice. I like how AJ looks though. I'm worried about when punches come towards him, how he reacts.
Yeah.
The offense is fine. There you go. Good. Nice disciplined game plan from Anthony Joshua so far. Boxing very tall off that jab.
Franklin in the black trunks and black gloves.
There you go. Nice right hand to the body from Joshua.
Joshua in the white trunks.
Joshua a lot more measured here in the first round than he normally is.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
He's a fun one. Here.
6 months, 7 months. Franklin dips below and then Anthony Joshua ties him up.
I don't see a lot of move from Joshua, but fuck.
He won that round.
Who?
Anthony Joshua won that round.
I'm not saying he won, but I don't like. I want movement.
Why?
He's too stiff. Like he's just jabbing.
When the hell did you ever see Anthony Joshua move?
When he attacked?
No, he doesn't move. When you on the Usyk, you on the left and right. He won the round though. I like
Joshua.
I like what Joshua. Franklin had his moments when he fought in spots, but you know Joshua doing a great job consistently boxing off that jab. I think the main thing that I can take from that first round from Anthony Joshua is he's working on being defensively responsible. Now, mind you, Franklin didn't necessarily open up the most, and when he did, he had some success. So we'll see how things progress. That's why I'm not making any crazy judgments. But let's see if we can hear instructions. He said, "Don't blow his nose." He's what?
Why is that?
He doesn't want him to gas out.
Oh wow.
Are you serious? Derek James wants. So Derek James, that's underrated right there. Derek James wants to not blow out of his nose. You know, he's trying to control the breathing so Anthony Joshua doesn't gas out.
Yeah.
Calm. All right, round 2. Jermaine Franklin and Anthony Joshua. I got AJ up 1-0. Let's see if Franklin opens up a little bit more here in round 2. There you go. Nice jab there by Franklin. Franklin shoots the up jab, and that just misses. Joshua misses with a jab, and then Franklin counters him with a jab of his own. Nice. Nice right hand by Joshua. Franklin sticks his tongue out after the punch raised him, yeah. But I like Franklin. Franklin's showing Joshua zero respect. Like, none.
And,
it's a chess match right now.
Yeah, Joshua's a taller fighter.
There you go. Nice up jab by Franklin.
Jab out there, Joshua. There you go.
Yup. Be slick, Jermaine. That's slick shit. That's slick. Yeah, right now, Anthony Joshua's not throwing a lot of power punches. The thing I'm more worried about, there you go. He's doing it more now, but he hasn't been probing a lot. There you go. Nice power jab of Anthony Joshua. That snaps Franklin's head back. Oh! There's the first straight right hand. Big straight right hand for Anthony Joshua. So Anthony Joshua being patient. There you go. Left foot for Anthony Joshua. He's picking. You see that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like it. I like the way he's fighting. I like the way he's fighting. Don't worry. You'll see. There you go. He's being patient.
I'm not used to seeing him fight like that.
Well, hey, it's not about what you're used to. It's about him winning.
Yeah.
There you go. Franklin finally throws a punch down to the body of Joshua, but Franklin's got to close that gap and make Joshua really fight. Don't allow him to fight this pace. There you go. Nice right hand by Jermaine Franklin. Joshua.
When you Franklin, when you go to the body for a taller fighter like Joshua, go to the body.
There you go. Nice up jab by Franklin. There you go. Good left foot from Joshua. That kind of great. Oh! Sharp straight right hand from Franklin. And that cut. Joshua's nose is bleeding. AJ countered over with a good left hook to the body. That actually. Yeah. So Jermaine Franklin hits Joshua with the first solid right hand and has his nose leaking.
Yeah, but he countered back.
Ooh! Nice left hook to the body from Joshua. I feel like Franklin landed the best punch of that round. Like he landed the best punch.
Yeah,
but the better work was still done by Joshua.
Yeah. I don't like that style like that though.
Not hot. Listen,
he's jabbing.
Let's hear the instructions. I got it 2-0 Joshua. Yeah. What do you guys got it?
Come on, Joshua. Get in the jab. Bah! 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 No, you're right what he's saying. It's just hard to see me take the style like that. Derek James doesn't know what he's doing.
Boom.
If I was Franklin, I'd go both.
You like that right hand?
I love that. But I want to see more.
You lost all credibility when you hit on Dan Aziz. All you guys come forward and throw punches. You don't know what you want. Anyway, listen. Anyway, yeah. Look, I think Franklin, though, even though he didn't win that round, I think he did a great job of finding a home for that right hand, and it'll be there. It'll be there for him. So let's see if Franklin can build off that one moment.
He's got to go more to the body, I think. Franklin needs to go to all the body.
No, Franklin needs to keep doing what he's doing and up the pace in round 6. You think so? Yep. All right, so round 3. Anthony Joshua is still very patient. Franklin's starting to close that gap a little bit with that jab. Even the punches Anthony Joshua is blocking are making him have to fight when he doesn't want to. There you go. And he's got Anthony Joshua using his legs a little bit more. Who? Oh! Franklin just missed the left hook. So Jermaine Franklin looks very live so far.
Yeah, that's a great fight, though.
Anthony Joshua feinting, trying to think a little bit more. Oh, nice body shot there from Franklin. That was a grazing body shot, but he landed it.
Yeah.
Oh, Joshua misses the right hand and it almost gets countered, and then shows good defense to make Franklin miss. Anthony Joshua probing with the jab. Seeing Anthony Joshua do a lot more pivoting in this fight than normal.
Very patient.
There you go. Nice counter right hand by Anthony Joshua. Oh, Anthony Joshua trying to line Franklin up that right hand again. Better be careful, though. A lot of posturing going on between both guys.
Yeah.
A lot of jockeying for positioning. Good jab to start there by AJ. There you go, another jab by Joshua. And then 3 jabs from Franklin, and then a body shot. And then Joshua immediately ties him up. There you go. I'm telling you, Franklin's not winning this round either, but he's making Joshua fight more than he wants to. The payoff will come. Take him later on. Unless Joshua hits him with a big shot. Good feint there from AJ. AJ missed the left hook, and then Franklin comes with 3 straight jabs in a row. 3 up jabs at that.
Yeah.
Oh! Franklin just misses the right hand, but then lands an up jab. I don't know, man. Oh, nice body shot there from Franklin.
Franklin turning it up.
Oh, and then a right hand to end the round. I don't know. That's a swing. That's a swing. That's, to me, that's like the first like real swing round of the fight to me. What you guys got it? How am I being biased? I'm picking Jermaine Franklin. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not being biased.
Joshua, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh, I got a 2-1. I'll give it to Franklin. I'll give it to Franklin. I got two rounds to 1. What y'all got it? Now Franklin's doing this thing. I think like even if you're giving AJ all these rounds, like, man, Jermaine Franklin's making him fight a little bit more than he probably should be fighting in these earlier rounds. But if I'm Franklin, I'd be careful though, because like there's been a couple times in this fight, like 2 or 3 times already, where Franklin's doing a bit too much defensive maneuvering when he doesn't have to, when he's pulling back and he's getting caught with the right hand. So has to try to cut down on that, because Anthony Joshua will throw that right hand and he will look to hurt him. But so far, I think there's positives both fighters can take. To me personally, nothing really matters in this fight to round 6. We'll see how AJ's stamina holds up, and we'll see what happens when Jermaine Franklin actually decides to up his punch output. But here you go, round 4. Anthony Joshua just misses the right hand. There you go. Nice double jab there from Jermaine Franklin. Nice, busy, active jab there from Jermaine. There you go. Another up jab from Jermaine Franklin. There you go. Nice jab to the stomach there from AJ. Ooh, nice counter right from Jermaine Franklin. And Jermaine Franklin yells at AJ. Nice jab by AJ. Nice jab to start there by Franklin. And then a nice left hook to the head from AJ. Okay. There you go. Nice, solid up jab by Anthony Joshua. There you go. Another one for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, he's doing a great job of just making little steps to the right, little steps to the left. There you go. Another jab from Anthony Joshua. That jab, Anthony Joshua starting to develop a good rhythm of that jab. Franklin's got to get on the inside and up the output on him. There you go. Good little body shot there from Jermaine. Come on, Jermaine. There you go. Oh, nice counter right hand from Jermaine Franklin, but just needs to be needs to get on the inside a bit more. Be in mid-range a bit more. Anthony Joshua ties up Franklin. 40 seconds left here in round 4. There you go. Good little feint there from Anthony Joshua. Oh, nice right hand to the body there from Jermaine Franklin. Beautiful body shot from Franklin with that right hand. And then Anthony Joshua tying him up. Ooh. Oh, nice left hook with Anthony Joshua. And then right hand. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight so far. A lot of nip and tuck action. You know, Anthony Joshua having some success with the jab. But, you know, just Franklin, like, I don't know, man. I like Franklin when he gets busy and he gets active. But it's just not, for me, there's nothing wrong with his output. It's just that he's allowing Anthony Joshua to fight too much at range. So
you just get a good shot and that's it?
Yeah, you know. But so far, look, you know.
What did they predict so far?
I got a 3-1 for Anthony Joshua.
What's everybody got?
What's your guys' scorecard now? Drop it in the comments down below. Cause I know this is gonna be one of those fights where people got crazy score. Look, here's some replays. I like that consistent jab by AJ. Nice and consistent.
Do you feel that Derek James put this game so far?
This fight was supposed to meet to round 6.
Okay. Oh yeah, you tell me that. That's the golden rule you always.
No, it's not always, but for AJ in heavyweight boxing, round 6.
Yeah.
Because Franklin's, you know, he's been busy, you know, so we'll see how Anthony Joshua's stamina holds up. Here we go. Round 5. Can Jermaine Franklin get on the inside and, you know, really make Anthony Joshua feel the pain? Another right hand from Anthony Joshua, and then he darts right out. Okay. Nice. Right hand, left hook to the body from Jermaine Franklin. Of course, Tony Bellew Company, man, he's giving it a 4-0 shutout. Anthony Joshua. That's bullshit. Jermaine's won at least one round.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. 3 jabs from Jermaine Franklin. Oh, Anthony Joshua just missed the counter right hand. And now Franklin holds him, trying to push him back and use that physical strength on him. There you go. Nice probe there for Anthony Joshua. Just touching him, setting up the opening. Okay. Anthony Joshua, clever feet so far. Made Jermaine Franklin fall short with the right hand. Franklin's having a hard time getting on the inside because of that consistent jab of Anthony Joshua. Oh! Big right hand from AJ, but then Jermaine Franklin counters with 3 punches himself. And that forces AJ to hold. Anthony Joshua hit Franklin with a big right hand, and then Franklin countered with like 3 punches.
Yeah.
Franklin dipping to his right, trying to find some openings.
Sounds like a good fight then. Oh, nice uppercut.
There you go. And now the fight on the inside has began.
You said that too.
Joshua looking at that ref a lot. Bad. There you go. Nice jab to the stomach there from Franklin. Franklin marches forward. Oh! Nice right hand from Anthony Joshua. And then Franklin with a left hook.
Wow. That body, the short body, you have to get that body sometimes.
He can't get to the body right now. Oh, he counter right hand. Did we see that? Jermaine Franklin with some clever maneuvers though. AJ to the right, and then he dipped, and then he tried to counter to the body.
Right. But Johnny doesn't look tired at all.
No, it's a good fight. You know, Franklin's having competitive moments, but
He's not consistent enough.
I think the consistency of that jab from AJ, and the fact that Franklin making this mistake every now and then he'll pull back straight line.
Right.
Anthony Joshua hitting with right hands. It's like I have it 4-1, but it's not like a blowout 4-1.
Right,
it's like a competitive 4-1.
Can we go either way?
What you guys got it? A lot of you guys being very harsh on Anthony Joshua saying, but I'm so far a little impressed.
Yeah,
because he's maintaining his composure. Like, let's see what's Derek James telling him.
And he's,
I love what Derek James is doing for AJ. He's first, like, he's giving him clear, concise instructions. He's making sure that he's controlling his breath in between the rounds,
right.
And then he's just instilling that confidence in him. So
like,
let's see how that carries over here into now. Now the fight starts. Round 6. Here we go.
You always tell me this.
How important was the fifth in the softening up process? Side right hands landing from Joshua. How many of those now can Franklin?
Jermaine Franklin has a busy jab, but the problem with Franklin's jab is it's not really landing enough.
Making it hard because it's all fight.
He's busy. It is giving AJ something to think about, but he's not landing it enough.
Right, to get the respect of Joshua.
Joshua's holding his ground on the inside.
Joshua, the heavy man, 2.5 stone, around 30 pounds.
Damn.
Leading on the inside.
There you go. I like that. A little step to the right.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, nice jab from Anthony Joshua.
I'm liking that jab he's throwing out there. At first I wasn't, but I see what you're saying. As the fight goes on, that's the Joshua.
There you go. Anthony Joshua's using that left hand. Franklin's having a hard time. Oh! Overhand right from Franklin. That landed in there. Announcers didn't say not a damn thing, but they just didn't see it.
Yeah.
But Anthony Joshua got hit with an overhand right. You better be careful. I bet you Franklin will try to throw it again.
Yes, sir.
He should. Good fade there from Anthony Joshua. There you go. Pro jab. Oh!
Damn.
There's a left uppercut for Anthony Joshua. Like, that catches Franklin coming in.
Oh!
Franklin with a straight right hand.
They're fighting back and forth. Yo, I like this version of Joshua.
You didn't like him like 2 rounds ago.
I know, because I think my son of patience. He's not going for a knockout.
Oh, nice defense there from Franklin to make Joshua miss that jab. Oh, short straight right hand from Anthony Joshua. That lands on Jermaine Franklin. That's the one thing that has me encouraged by Franklin is that he's answering back. Every time Anthony Joshua throws, he's answering right back. Every single time. There you go. Nice double jab Anthony Joshua, and then he darts right out. There you go. Nice right hand around the body from Franklin. And Joshua looks at the clock. That boy getting tired. Looks right at the clock. He wants to know when this round is over.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look right at the clock.
Uh-oh, I'm not good, but I mean, tell me.
Last 10 seconds here, round 6. Oh, Oh, nice catch and shoot by Jermaine Franklin. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I think that was Franklin's probably best round in the last couple rounds. I'll give it. I think Franklin might have nicked that one. What do you guys think? Anybody out there think Franklin? What do you think? Franklin won the round or Joshua? Joshua?
Did more.
We got 5-1.
Yeah, I think the last minute.
I got a 4-2. I got a 4-2. Joshua. Franklin won that round.
But he's looking good though. But I like this version of Joshua.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued to see how he looks now, because now we're into that part of the fight where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, you told me that. You said when the fight looks at the clock. I mean, don't tell me that, brother.
I mean, when Franklin hit him with Franklin threw like a rounding like right hand. He landed it right around here. Right around here to the left part, to the lower part of his body. Yeah. And when he landed it, AJ held him, and I saw AJ look at the clock.
Wow.
So let's see.
Is that a bad sign?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with gassing. I think every fighter gasses. That's how you handle it. Let's see if he has the mental fortitude to handle it.
Into the second half we go.
There we go. So Anthony Joshua doing a little bit of talking to Jermaine Franklin.
Stay focused on the fight and talk later. Somebody's bleeding a lot. Joshua got blood?
Joshua's blood. Man. Oh! Right hand, left hook from Jermaine Franklin. Oh! Anthony Joshua just missed the home run shot, that left hook. That would have landed?
Yeah,
on a wrap. Jermaine Franklin's still alive, dog. Still trying to maneuver his way inside. Joshua throws the right hand. That's parried by Franklin, and then Joshua immediately ties him up after he misses the right hand. Now they're wrestling on the inside, and the referee tells them to separate. The fighters separate. Joshua approaches that jab, but before he can throw a jab, Franklin gets off first. Nothing lands. Joshua steps back. Joshua still remaining very disciplined on the outside. There's two nice, solid jabs from Joshua, and then a 1-2 down the middle. Franklin marching forward, trying to find an opening, but I gotta tell you, man, I'm getting a little pissed off at Jermaine. We're that part of the fight where you gotta up the pace. But you know what? Yeah, he don't look good. Jermaine don't look good up here. I think that jab is how disciplined AJ is right now. Is starting to get to Jermaine a little bit.
Yeah.
And that right hand that's landed about 4 or 5 times, it's got his respect. There you go. Good job of AJ to make him miss that right hand. Oh, AJ with the left hook to the body. You see that? Yeah. Drop the left hook right in there. Looks at the clock again.
You would think playing that long, you need to retire.
Ooh! There's a 1-2 for Anthony Joshua again. That 1-2. And then Anthony Joshua gets hit with a left hook by Franklin. Yeah, Jermaine Franklin's he's doing some good things, but not consistent. He's too defensive minded. Good left hook by Franklin. Franklin has to be a bit more offensive minded. Oh! And the problem is Franklin's actually allowing. Oh, they're talking. They're drawing, but like my thing is, by Jermaine Franklin being so offensive or defensive minded, it's allowing AJ to be more offensive minded. Because what's happening is he's staying at the end of his punches. If Franklin was more offensive minded, believe it or not, his offense would be his best defense in the situation, because then AJ wouldn't be able to extend his arm. But what's happening is not only is he staying on the outside, but he's staying on the outside and he's just like not really throwing a whole lot. And then when he does throw his little spurts, so it's like it's frustrating to watch Franklin, because you can clearly see he has some tools that can really frustrate Joshua and trouble him, but he's not applying them correctly.
Right, but it's up to the corner to let him know.
So I got a 5-2 AJ.
It's up to the corner.
You know what? AJ might get a UD.
You think so?
He might get a UD, because Franklin is super durable, and Anthony Joshua hasn't hurt him yet. Maybe the knockout comes, but if it doesn't, He's on the way to UD right now.
Yep.
You know? So it is what it is. What you guys got it? Shout out to everybody here. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. We head to round 8. Jermaine Franklin is going into sparring partner mode.
And Franklin doesn't tie either though.
Now he's going into sparring partner mode. Like I've seen some of these rounds. He's like touching that thing. Why you touching his gloves, man? You got a family.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Tony Boy got a 7-up and shutout.
Yeah.
Company, man. So,
what's Frank gonna do, man?
Oh my God, Frank gotta stop pulling straight back because he's gonna clip that right hand every time.
But what he's gotta do to win?
I'm telling you what he needs to do to win. Stop pulling straight back. If you miss a punch, don't pull straight back. And here we go. The referee warns Franklin for holding. That was happening. They wouldn't warn Joshua for holding if Franklin hit him with the right hand. He got hurt. He was holding. Here you go, round 8.
Franklin is tired.
No, he's not tired. He's just gone into sparring partner mode. Which means some of these guys that have been in camp with a lot of top fighters and have had a lot of high-level fights, what happens is sometimes when they get hit in an actual real fight, they go into this mode where they're in sparring. They're trying to grind away through the rounds. And that's what his body language, Jermaine looks like a guy that's going into sparring partner mode.
And survive and get a paycheck?
He's going to survive and he's going to say, yeah, I went 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua. But, like, no.
To be fair, he's a shorter guy. He's trying to break.
Andy Reid's the shorter guy. What's your point? No. Usyk was a shorter guy twice.
Yeah, you gotta go to that body.
That's an advantage against AJ.
Yeah. I actually like the style from Joshua.
No, you don't.
It's something I told you that. I wasn't patient enough. I like it.
Yeah, right now, Joshua's just being allowed to do whatever he wants. You know, Franklin's posturing. Now he's holding. Joshua's just tying him up, making sure he locks the arms, gets the odd shot in there every now and then, but it's not a lot doing from Jermaine Franklin. Not a whole lot doing.
He was tired to me.
Last minute here in round 8.
But right there in the corner, he should be attacking.
And now Jermaine Franklin's turning into Black Caleb Plant, just holding him every time he gets. Every chance he gets, he's holding Anthony Joshua. Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't sell yourself short, man. You didn't train all those weeks down here in Florida to sell yourself short like this. Because that's what he's doing right now. He's selling himself short by not trying to. Yep. Come on, man. It's downhill.
He's the one holding, not Joshua either. I would expect Joshua to be rusty, but he's actually good.
Joshua's like, what the fuck? The guy keeps holding me.
No.
Oh my God, this is like this is turning into a really.
If that goes on, Joshua will knock him out. If this goes on,
I don't know.
I think he'll knock him out. Joshua will knock Franklin out. I'm telling you. There's no way.
It's gonna get to a boring fight. Come on, man. Thank God Joe George versus Yang is next week.
Oh my God, I can't look at that one. Yang was looking dead at Joe George when he had an interview on Instagram. You seen it?
I hope. I'm really, really hoping that Jane wins.
He's gonna get up Joe George in Sal's gym. Look at him crazy.
What y'all think, man? I'm getting a little pissed off. Harold says Anthony Joshua's a hype job.
Harold, give some credit where credit's due.
No, he won that 100.
Are you serious?
He hates Anthony Joshua more than I hate Errol Spence. I don't even hate Errol Spence. I just don't like the fact he's on Terrence Carr, but like Harold legitimately hates Anthony Joshua.
Why?
Because he hates Eddie Hearn.
What the fuck is that with Joshua?
Because
black and white.
Eddie Hearn is Anthony Joshua, the biggest fighter, guy that makes the biggest move.
Right, but still, you can't hold a black guy over a white guy. Come on, man.
Get it? I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little boring. I'm about to give me some snacks here in a second. No, I'm good. I got my other one with it. Round 9. Can somebody? Heavyweights, man. What's the excitement?
Franklin's in no game plan now. He's holding on too much now.
Yep, he ran out of ideas.
And Josh is going right to the inside.
Yep, Jermaine Franklin has ran out of ideas, and he's gone on the sparring partner survival mode. It's really, really unfortunate. Come on, champ. Don't you want to win?
He looked in the beginning.
Don't you want to make more money? There you go.
Mm.
Oh my God, Franklin really is holding. Franklin really is trying to hold it because Joshua just tried to get away from him. He tried to use that probe, and Franklin said no.
He's trying to make space so he can throw his punches, and Franklin's not doing that.
Lord Bunny says, "I'm ready for the top rank card."
Really not.
Me and you both, my friend. Me and you both.
Damn.
But you know, it's encouraging so far to see Joshua carrying his energy through the rounds pretty well.
Usually he's tired and breathing hard. Shout out to him. That's why he's better than Fury.
He ain't better than Fury.
He fought Usyk twice.
But he's not better than Fury. I'm sorry.
I give a fuck. Until Fury fights Usyk, Fury's below. That's a determined fact. That's true. You can't take that from Joshua.
Yeah, defensively, I've been very impressed with Anthony Joshua because for all this talk of Jermaine Franklin's jab and the amateur pedigree and the skills, a lot of these jabs, he's been active with his jab. He hasn't landed a whole lot of jabs.
No, I like that. I don't think I was going to, but my son told me, be patient.
Yeah, no, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Like, yeah, he's gone to sparring partner more. Like, Franklin's been in camp with, like, I think Wilder and Fury and different types of guys. You know, a lot of different, you know, top heavyweights. And this is why
you can't
tell fighters.
You can't. I'm sorry, brother. You can't tell me.
It's a thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah, but you can't tell me that you're gonna get more respect to Fury when he don't fuck this guy. This guy fought the best guy, the best heavyweight in the fucking.
It's not about who I'm getting more respect to. I'm just telling you who's better fighter. That's all I'm telling you.
Fuck Fury right now. I like Fury.
But finally, a big right hand from Jermaine Franklin. Thank you. Again, do that. Do it again. Hurt him, please. Excitement.
Fuck Fury. Usyk fought you twice.
The guy you talking about, they're not fighting right now.
Okay, just go.
Please. Because you're going to talk about that, and then someone else will get mentioned, it will be our topic. By the way, shout out to FAMU. Shout out to FAU and the University of Miami playing in the Final Four today, March Madness, South Florida.
What time is that?
We want the all South Florida final. FAU and Miami, please win.
That is so crazy.
According to Jose, FAU is winning 3-0 right now. So I want FAU to play Miami in the final. That's what we need. The all South Florida college basketball. Yeah, but no, it's just like, listen, man. Shout out to everybody here. Let us know where you're watching from. Smash that like button.
Hit that like. Yeah.
Come on. Derek James is trying to get Anthony Joshua to set up a left hook. He's telling him he wants him to touch and probe.
Yeah.
And then make a little half step to his left. And then so Franklin, the reason he's saying that is because if Franklin throws anything at him, let's say if he throws the straight right hand or right hand at him and it misses, he's in perfect position to get lined up for a left hook. So I think right now is a part of the fight where James still wants Joshua to maintain his defensive responsibility, but he's telling him to go on there and get the knockout shot. He's telling AJ, if AJ hurts Franklin, look for the left hook.
Right. But he's saying stay in your composure. But we got to open it for knockout. Go for it.
So here you go. Even though there's no championship on the round, we're in the championship rounds. Anthony Joshua here in round 10. There you go. Good right hand by Anthony Joshua. And Jermaine Franklin does the Caleb Plant, holding again.
What do you think is his game plan, man?
Franklin?
Yeah.
He has no game plan. He ran out of ideas about 5 rounds ago.
Well,
Anthony Joshua hits with an uppercut.
Right uppercut.
Right hand from Anthony Joshua, and then he steps right back out.
I love this style from him.
Franklin holding again. It sounds like Franklin is turning in a performance like Stephen Shaw. Same, yeah, literally. Yeah. Stephen Shaw and Jermaine Franklin are doing absolutely nothing to enhance the reputation of American heavyweights right now.
Nope.
Because he was good for 2-3 rounds, and he ran out of ideas. Oh my God, Anthony Joshua is gonna hit him with a big.
I know, man. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, there it was. Anthony Joshua with the hybrid left hook uppercut that snaps Franklin's entire head back.
Let's get it, baby. Oh, nice. Damn, man. Joshua.
Franklin with a big right hand.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, everybody it pisses me off because he throws the odd right hand every now and then, and then he lets Joshua off the hook. He doesn't. Oh my God.
It's just a.
There you go. Nice up jab from Franklin. Oh! Anthony Joshua just missed the uppercut because Franklin's doing a lot of dipping. So when you dip, you give a fighter a chance to land the uppercut. He almost timed it.
Yep.
If he lands it on the button, Franklin's going out.
Yeah.
Oh!
No.
Another right hand from Anthony Joshua. Oh! That left hook I was talking about. There it was.
I'm not
gonna lie. If there was any questions about Derek James,
thank you, Derek James, baby.
if there was any questions about Derek James, heavyweights, right now he's pushed all the right buttons, and I'm seeing a
different Joshua.
I'm not gonna go overboard. I mean, he's not fighting the best heavyweight in the world or anything like that, but like Franklin's a good fighter, a lot of body, and I love the way like you can tell too in the corner. Like we can't hear what Derek James say, but if you look at Anthony Joshua's body language, you can tell he's listening to every word that's coming out of Derek James' mouth.
I'll say like this: it's his first time with Joshua, so down the road, if you say if Joshua decides with Derek James, I can see the good things from him.
Yeah, no, it's been very disappointed with that jab all night. But more importantly, it's not even the jab; it's what comes before the jab. It's like if you go back and you watch any of his other fights,
right?
He's generally a guy that when he moves, he's moving,
one way,
forwards and backwards. But in this fight, you see him more so step to his right, step to his left, and it's not like big things, but it's enough to where if a guy like Franklin, who's a shorter heavyweight, gets caught reaching or committing, you can make him pay for the mistakes.
And from Franklin's side, what you want him to do? From Franklin's side, what you want him to do?
I mean, he's ran out of ideas.
Come on, bro.
He ran out of ideas about 5 rounds ago.
For real?
None. Jermaine Franklin has to hope that Anthony Joshua makes a mistake and he sees it. But we're here around 11. Franklin gets to the inside and starts holding again. Wow.
He's gonna get better with that game.
There you go. Nice feint there from Anthony Joshua. Oh my! There was that was left hook.
Yeah.
Oh! Left hook to the body. A big left. Oh! Right uppercut from AJ, and then left hook. Oh my God! Anthony Joshua looks different right now. The way he's Franklin's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's worried about his body. Anthony Joshua out here serving up rib dinners.
Hard too.
There you go. Nice jab up from Anthony Joshua on the outside. Oh!
You missed it.
Nice jab from AJ, but then a right hand from Franklin.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love his patience.
The punch selection from AJ is a lot different this fight. Man, he's throwing hybrid, uppercut, hooks, right uppercuts, left hooks, straight right hands, jabs. He's probing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, look, now he's trying to move his head side to side. He looks like how American heavyweights used to look back in the day when they were good, when they were elite.
So you still consider Big Baby Anderson the next American heavyweight?
No. There is no next American heavyweight. He's a hype job until proven otherwise.
Wow.
Every American heavyweight is a hype job until proven otherwise. All of them.
I thought you told me that you thought.
All of them.
Wow.
Except Roger Medina. That's the only one.
No, he's talking. Y'all better watch out for that young kid. He don't fear nobody. I don't fear nobody. It's crazy. 20-year-old, 22-year-old, not fearing nobody.
There's the overhand right from Franklin, which grades Anthony Joshua. Doesn't really land. Oh! Anthony Joshua punches Franklin. So you know what? Hey, people always say Anthony Joshua has no heart, that he's soft. He just punched that dude on the break. He's getting a little nasty.
That was legal.
It looks like no, it wasn't. But I like seeing it from him though, because he's the guy they say is too nice and all these things. So like there it is, some nastiness. So it looks like him spending time around the likes of Earl Spence and Charlo and these kind of guys. Frank Martin. He's getting a little bit nasty in there.
American blood in him.
So hey, he's beating the shit out of Jermaine Franklin. I mean, don't get me wrong. Franklin has the odd moment here and there where he'll throw the straight right hand and it'll land, but it's very few and far between.
He's hurting him.
And Anthony Joshua's been piecing him up most of this fight.
Wow.
I want to hear these instructions. Commentary again, he's his voice doesn't project outdoors. Does it? Soft-spoken guy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 12th and
I stopped scoring. I didn't know AJ's winning. Yeah. All right, so the 12th and final round.
12th and final round as Franklin works away to the body in the early exchanges.
Anthony Joshua is looking for that left hook kill shot. Yep. Oh, nice by hand from AJ again.
Wow. The winner of the previous round on the card of Tony Bellew, the only round he's given to the American throughout the contest so far.
Put it down. Put it down. I don't want to see it. Put it down. Nah, put it down.
Joshua just bending those knees, relaxing into a left hook.
Now Franklin's not even throwing real jabs. He's just pawing and holding. Now he throws Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, I'm gonna knock you out. He didn't like that. Franklin like tied up Joshua and threw him. Yeah. And then said something to him.
Joshua makes a miss with a right hand over the top.
There you go. Nice right hand from AJ again, and then Franklin holds him again. There you go. Nice left hook. And, Anthony Joshua's not no great inside fighter, but he's learning. You can see he's making the attempt to try to fight on the inside. Oh! Uppercut by AJ. Franklin's hurt. Franklin is hurt. We're in the last minute of round 12. Franklin will not let AJ knock him out.
Yeah. AJ gonna catch him. Finally catch him.
Last 40 seconds.
Tremendous recovery from the American.
Damn,
he's doing that Caleb Plant. Holding.
Throw an uppercut. They come on the right.
Oh, Anthony Joshua just missed a big right hand. And then Franklin ties him up. Last 20 seconds. Can AJ get the knockout? Probably not.
He's got a great fight though.
Oh, but Franklin's swinging to the last bell. Franklin's still holding, and there's the final bell. So even though he took a good ass beating, Jermaine Franklin goes the distance. So there you have it.
Shout out, man. But I like.
Oh shit! They're still fighting. They're still fighting after the bell. And the corner of Jermaine Franklin. The corner of Jermaine Franklin's fighting, about to fight AJ. Holy shit!
What happened there?
Emotions are flaring. But the security have seen to it.
It is worth noting too. One of Franklin's cornermen is former I think 154 pounder Lorenzo Reynolds, who was a top amateur here in America.
He tried to walk up to Jack.
He about to split on Joshua.
Yeah,
and then his coach Jesse, who I also know.
Wow.
What's going on? Something's going on ringside. Something's kicking off ringside.
Oh yeah, John's about to kick his ass.
Yes, this is spreading this.
Don't tell me that's part of the fight so far.
Looks like the calmest man in the arena.
I wonder what was said like after the belt if Franklin said anything to him, because Franklin seemed to be trying to say things to him the whole fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he went right back to him though. Thank God for Derek James. You would tell him the fight's over.
You know what? Fuck boxing. I want a street fight.
Yeah. He no punk. That's what he's right down.
I don't know why. Franklin should have that all that energy he had. He should have had the whole 12 rounds.
Yeah. I ain't no little.
It's a big uppercut you landed. Oh man. I give it to Franklin. Franklin,
soft.
When Joshua was getting off, the reason why he couldn't get the knockout was because Franklin's a little too defensively sound. Oh man. I hate to say it, like. Yeah, boxing therapy says I was falling asleep. Me too. I was sitting thinking to myself, like, damn, BT, you got another live.
Look. Oh, he hit him in the back.
He patted him on his head?
Yeah, good job. Good fight. What the fuck?
What's all that about?
Because he didn't want to give no respect to him. Franklin.
Oh, there's Lorenzo.
What happened?
Another guy. Let me see. Oh, he tapped him on the head.
Yeah, I think that.
And then Franklin didn't like that. And then Joshua just went and held him.
Yeah.
Oh my! That was the best part of the fight.
Yeah. That's right, playing. Oh,
yeah, Lorenzo. He said, "What's up?" No, he had to retire in boxing early due to an eye injury, so I know sometimes he want to fight.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I cannot wait for these post-fight interviews. That's part of the fight coming up. Here we go. I need me a snack. That was good. It's a good fight, but disappointed in Franklin.
He didn't get it done.
That he couldn't do more. I think he did try.
Yeah, he did try.
I actually think Franklin did try to win, but
I think he tied out. He got jabbed by Joshua. Come on, man.
I agree with that, Aaron. He says, "Okay, not the greatest for Aaron, but do you know what? Spending and eating with you two is like a night with friends." And for that, I thank you. I agree. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
From America, we appreciate you. Here we go.
Let's go.
Steve Gray, 118 to 111.
Damn. Yeah.
Alex Levin and Fabian Guggenheim both scored about 117 to 111. All three for your winner by unanimous decision.
Yeah. We're retiring. Yeah. We're coming. Bring it on, baby. Wow. The fuck you coming from, boy? I mean, shout out to Franklin. Pops was right. I just wasn't enough.
Pops was right, so he gets the crumb. BT was wrong, so Pops was right. He gets the crowd.
But you were right about being patient and not jumping the gun and learning style as the fight goes on.
Yeah. Pop gets the crown for today.
Yeah, I get the crown for today, but we still have fight tonight. But my son was right. So don't jump the gun. Watch how he does.
Wow, man, Jermaine Franklin, man, I can't believe he. I wish he would have got that angry during the fight. What was that shit during the fight?
He couldn't get his side on.
I know. I'm waiting to see what I know. Anthony Josh is gonna say some crazy shit.
You think so?
They both are.
I don't want to see the fight again, though. I'll tell you that.
Who?
I want to see this fight again. If they want to rematch, I don't want to fight again.
Why the rematch? Joshua won.
I'm just saying, like,
they don't do rematch if Franklin would have won. Remember, this is natural. They don't do rematches if the A side wins. They only do rematches if the A side loses.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to him.
And then if the A side loses to the B side in the rematch, then the matchup signs the B side. Matchup signs the B side, and the B side becomes the A side.
You think that Joshua will fight Wilder now? Honestly, Brennan, Wilder's the only big fight for him.
Audrey says, I decided I can't stand A. He smacked Franklin upside his head. Well, yeah, he was there. I like Franklin, but man, like,
he didn't do enough. He couldn't get in the inside.
He ran out of ideas. Like, honestly, like, very disappointed. I don't think he didn't try. I think he tried. It's just that, I don't know if it's maybe because he's just not a versatile fighter, or maybe it's the train. I don't know what it is, but like he ran out of ideas very early in this fight.
I like the new age.
Here we go.
Back at the O2, you won a lot here. You won world title here. You're British Commonwealth champion here. Firstly, before we talk about the fight, how good was it to be back in your hometown?
O2, what's up? Yeah!
Oh,
no. Listen,
Last time I grabbed the mic, it was a bit chaotic, so I'm calm. I appreciate every single person coming out this evening. Inside this square circle, it's a different type of energy in here, so I apologize for anyone watching and seeing that type of stuff because we're sportsmen. But I respect Jermaine, I respect everyone here tonight. Eddie, thank you for this opportunity. Fans and people at home watching, thank you as well.
Yeah, what the camera didn't pick up is that you did go and shake his hand straight after the fight. You shook his hand of the trainer as well, and that was good. Let's talk about the fight, AJ. Many in the lead up to this fight were saying a knockout what was important for you. Yeah. You've lost your last 2, 3 of your last 5. Was it just important to get the win?
If that was a knockout, it's important to get the win. But you see, Jermaine's got someone else will knock him out probably. From Britain, I reckon. But Jermaine's got a good duck and dive style. There was opportunities there, but he knew how to tuck up. Respect to him. He done well. I respect him for that. Well done to him and his team for preparing. You know they were prepared for the fight. I should have knocked him out, but what can I say now? It's done. On to the next.
Yeah. You did land some big shots, but you landed a couple of big right hands, uppercuts. You hurt him to the body as well. Were you surprised that he was able to withstand those shots?
You see, like, when people come to fight me, I think they muster up a different kind of energy. So I feel like he had a lot of pride, and he's here to prove himself. He ain't here to roll over. But yeah, I wish I could have knocked him 100%. But in the next 15 years, no one remember that fight anyway.
Was you cautious?
Not wrong.
Maybe the output was less than what we're used to seeing from you. Was you cautious because of the extra weight you're carrying?
No, do you know what it is in my weight? I don't really watch my weight. I just kind of train to the sparring rounds. We're doing 13 rounds or 15 rounds. However I feel, I adapt my body. I don't really worry about my weight. But anyway, let's address the fans. How's everyone doing tonight? British boxing, it's an amazing thing. And honestly, I do appreciate every single one of you. Like, no banner. I do appreciate every single one of you highly, but I wish I could come around and speak to every single one of you. I don't even want to speak to you out there. I speak to you all the time.
There's a couple more points. When someone speaks, I always ask what next. It's a question. It's a difficult question after a fight. But what next for AJ? We spoke on the 3 fights this year. This was the first one. What will be the second one? Gideon White's ringside. There's a guy called Tyson Fury at home. What do you want next, AJ?
Well, you know me. I try and provide for the fans. So whatever. I know who the fans want. Who did the fans want?
Philip Hergovich!
They said Fury.
They said Fury, yeah?
I want Philip Hergovich.
The ball's in his court. I would 100% be honored to compete for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. I stand here and I say that proudly. That'll be an honor. So wherever you are, if you're listening, you know my management, you know my promoter. We've had dialect before, so let's continue this and hopefully we can get this on sooner than later. We ain't getting any younger. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I can't wait to get back to Texas, develop, and push on because there's a bigger fight. You know how one fight leads on to another. I can't wait to get the next big fight.
Eddie, let's bring you in, Eddie.
Here we go.
I was going to ask the question about.
Here we go, Eddie. Here.
You heard the response. This was the first fight after.
We'll have to see.
Do you go with a Tyson Fury next? Do you go with a Gideon White? What do you do next?
I think that AJ's going to want the biggest fights. Tonight was a step down from Alexander Usyk, but there was a huge amount of pressure for him. You know, he's been training. He took himself away as his first fight with Derek James. I thought he ended the fight well. He's learning a lot. He's working on a lot. But like he said, they're not getting any younger. We would be willing to entertain those conversations now to go straight into a Tyson Fury fight in the summer. We've got Gideon White down there. You've got Deontay Wilder. You've got a lot of good fights. I think he's going to improve under Derek James. There's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of improvements to make. But at the same time, he's going to want the big fights as well.
AJ, look, before we let you go, get in the ring. Before we let you go, when are we going to see you next? You promised me in the summer we're going to see you. Does that mean you're straight on a plane to Texas, get back in camp? Are we going to see you in the summer?
Yes, you will see me in the summer for sure. Thank you, Eddie, for the opportunity. You'll definitely see me in the summer.
Well done. I want to get a word with Derek James.
Thank you. Derek James.
A lot of new things there from AJ. We like the body work. We saw that. He was throwing the jab. There are things to work on, and it takes more than one fight camp to get into the training. It's going to take a couple, isn't it?
Right, without a doubt. For me, it was really all about him getting out of here, coming out here, getting the win. Like I said, I don't care how he won it. I just wanted him to win. And after this, we come back, we just build and build and build. You see that he was able to fight on the inside. You see how devastating the jab was.
Different light.
You see how his movement was. So now
I tell you right from the beginning.
Build and build.
Did you want a bit more aggression from him, Derek?
I think that towards the end, yeah, because I think that at the same time, I think it looked like he was ready to go. And that's why I wanted to pick it up, and I told him to pick up the pace a little bit of the last couple of rounds. But, you know, at a couple of times, I think that the more and more we work together, the more and more he'll be able to do exactly what I need.
This is motherfucker of all motherfuckers right here.
Fury, potentially the
Yeah.
heavyweight champion. Is that a fight as a trainer that you would want next?
And listen, I'm the guy, I only want what he wants. So if that's what he wants, I want it for him. It's not my life to live. It's his business, so I care about what he wants.
Congratulations on the win, Derek. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's
Thank you.
I like to hear it, yeah.
He's great at these interviews, Derek James. He had the right answer, but listen, we'll take some
Are you
time.
going to Texas too to go see? Oh, out there? No. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, he asked my question on the line.
I know.
We'll take like a couple minutes to talk about this because, you know, I have to get my post fight out and then we have to be live again at 8 something. But listen, man, shout out to Anthony Joshua. This man has been scrutinized, and listen, I'm sure even with this fight, the people will still find something to scrutinize. With
Always say time.
He's been one of the most scrutinized fighters in boxing. I've heard everybody call him soft, not good, you know, all types of things. I know it's Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin's not no, you know, elite heavyweight, but I saw a different guy in there today. I saw a guy that like literally was just meaner. I saw a guy that was disciplined. I saw a guy that was thinking. I saw a guy that was, you know, looking like he may be turning a new leaf in his career.
What I seen was a guy that in the beginning, because I'm always the type of guy that like to see like go for a knockout more action. But honestly, I think Derek James is a good fit for him. He's teaching him how to use his angles, teaching him to be patient in the middle of the ring, throw that jab, leave with that jab, constantly leave with that jab, set up your right hand, do uppercuts. You name it, you seeing the different Joshua in there. And as they continue together, if Joshua so decides to do so, it's going to be a good team.
No, absolutely. So it is what it is, man. I see we got Charlie in the chat. He says Pops looks good.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie. God bless you. You look better than I do, but God bless you.
Harold says AJ is still a bitch. He has no heart. AJ fought bootlegs to burn.
Harold, I will pray for you to get better.
My man Shane Douglas says every time Joshua talks to a microphone, it's like a car crash waiting to happen. You wouldn't want him doing the best man speech at your wedding.
No, you know what? Joshua's come out. He probably had a lot of pressure on this guy. People didn't know what type of Joshua we're going to see with Derek James, and he showed today. It's not always about the knockout. He wanted the knockout. He didn't get the knockout. And shout out to Franklin. Franklin honestly came in there, talked a good game, did what he had to do. Didn't work out for him. He tried. So, I mean, you got to respect that. Listen, very humble fighter. Respect him, too.
Listen, yeah, this right here, I think this actually reestablishes Anthony Joshua's level in heavyweight division because we know, like, look, he can't be Usyk of the world, and more than likely, he probably can't be Fury of the world, but he's definitely better than the Dillian White, Jermaine Franklin, Joseph Parker level, right? So, for me, look, I know a lot of people are saying that he needs to go fight Fury. Let me break it to you. Let me be the bearer of bad news. That is not happening. They're not going to fight next, okay? He's not doing a third Usyk fight. So for me, there's one fight and one fight only that he needs to take.
Wilder?
No. Well, that'd be great too.
The UK wants to see the fight.
That'd be great.
That'd be a good fight for the UK. For the
no,
US.
that needs to be in America. They needs to be in Vegas at the MGM.
But I'm saying that's a big fight that people want to see.
That needs to be in the MGM Grand in America. That doesn't need to be in the UK. But he didn't fight Philip Hergovich. I'm sick of this bullshit.
Nobody's brought his
name
out. He
didn't fight Philip Hergovich.
So I'll say it again. Because
I'm gonna say this.
Hergovich got to create his path. Who's fighting next? How do you get a big fight next? Doesn't he?
He doesn't have a fight because nobody wants to fight him.
Okay, well, they got to find a way. If not, I'm just going to call out the way I see it. Hergovich, get the fuck away from the Sutherland clowns. They ain't doing shit for you. They ain't doing shit for you.
What about?
Fine, I'm not a promoter that will out for you.
I got a question. What about that version of AJ versus Hergovich?
I like AJ. But who you know my way? Fred Flintstone.
Hergovich?
I'm still riding with fucking Fred Flintstone.
Cool. Since when do you call him Fred Flintstone?
Because people compare him to Hergovich being like
caveman?
Yeah, he fights slow, this and that, and he not punch it, but he's a slow puncher.
What about Joyce? Joyce versus AJ.
That'd be a good fight.
What's crazy is a week from now.
But we don't know. Shang Li might knock you out.
A week from now, Joyce might not be irrelevant. He might be relevant.
Yeah.
Shane might knock him out.
Yeah, so we don't know. But to me, in the beginning, I was judgmental. Like, always, my son told me, shut the fuck up and watch the fights. And he tell me, like,
I didn't say that.
No, it's like that. But you say, Dad, just calm down. Watch the thing. You only seen 30 seconds. You're already judging how he fights and looks different. You don't like it. But as the fight went on, my son, like always, once you bake a cake, it's a cake. He came out and showed me that, yeah, be patient. I like what I seen from Joshua. He wasn't just going for the power and running into punches. He was literally thinking and actually using that jab a lot and throwing uppercuts when
he wasn't going back and forth in straight lines, but more so taking little steps to the left, little steps to the right. You can see him thinking in there. And that's the thing with AJ, right? He's always been big. He's always been strong. But there was always an element of his boxing IQ that wasn't quite there.
Yeah. So
now you think about it. Now I feel like Derrick James is finally getting his boxing IQ to catch up to you know the physical strength he has and the power and those type of things.
And one of the things that I noticed also, so I got to give shout out to Derrick James is I didn't see a lot of fights I've seen from Joshua before. You were seeing him be real tired. And
well, you saw between the rounds. In between the rounds, you saw Derrick James whenever he saw AJ, I guess breathing wrong, he corrected him. He said, "No, don't breathe that way because that's gonna gas you out."
Mm-hmm.
So just even little things like that,
little details.
Those are little things that make all the difference at that level when you're fighting guys. Because all these guys are good. Like Jermaine Franklin is good, and Joyce is good, and Fury. You know, all these guys in the top 10, top 15, they didn't just get there by accident.
So exerting energy when you don't have to. It's not worth it. So having a trainer that knows that and teaching you how to do this thing, I honestly think, no disrespect to Garcia did a great job, but to me, from what I've seen so far, the change in Joshua, he understands he's got the knockout power.
To be fair to Garcia, though, he had a task of trying to beat Alexander Usyk. That's a hard
twice, right?
Twice, but once.
Once.
So it's different.
No, I'm not disrespecting Garcia, but I like that sometimes you can mesh with somebody like real good and this and that. And I think
the thing I generally feel with Joshua when Derrick James, and I said this if you go back and watch my video when they first announced they're working together, I said the reason why I thought this has a great chance to work out is because Derrick James right now, especially, it's not just the fact that Derrick James is a name in boxing, because sometimes you can see there's trainers that have done things in boxing, but they're like washed trainers, like that. They don't really care anymore, and their best years are behind them, right? As for with Derrick James, he's literally like at a great point in his training career. Like he's the most respected he'll probably ever be right now, right? Because you got Spence, Spence is the top welterweight champion. You got Frank Martin, who's top contender.
And now you got
Charlo, undisputed. So the thing is, when Joshua goes to the gym with him, number one, Derrick James commands that respect. And second of all, I think this is also good because I heard Eddie Hearn talk about this, and I actually agree with him when he says this. You know, when Anthony Joshua trains in other gyms, like especially in the UK, he's the man in the gym. When he goes to Texas, he's just another one of the guys.
That's right.
Because Errol Spence is the man in the gym. Charlo, you know.
And I think what's good, from what I was watching Joshua's interview in the last week or something, he was saying that when he used to train in the UK and everything, like you say, he was the man. But here, he's getting input from other fighters. He's not alone by himself training.
And on top of that,
pretty good.
On top of that, these guys, like the Spencers and the Charlos, these are some mean dudes. Like this ain't no like we're gonna be polished. No. These are some savage.
All of them, lions only. Yeah,
right? These are some savage fellas.
But they have the good. But I think the best thing of all for Joshua is he got away from his comfort zone. Mm-hmm. He took all. He can't like one thing you always tell me, BT, is if fighters from any other country want to get better, they need to come to the USA, to the US, to Las Vegas or whatever the case may be. And just try the different styles.
And he's done it.
And Joshua for doing it to get away from his comfort zone and his yes man.
Yep.
You know, that's big.
I was watching an interview. Eddie Hearn was talking about how I guess like Joshua, like, you know, Errol Spence doesn't even have a fight announced or signed yet, supposedly.
Right.
And I guess he was at the gym one day and Joshua saw Errol Spence just do 15 rounds of sparring. And he was like, he called Eddie Hearn. He was like, Errol Spence just sparred 15 rounds and he didn't have a fight signed. Because I guess he's never really seen nothing like that, you know? So he's kind of got a sense of like what it takes to be the best at that top level. You know?
Yeah, because
I mean he's at that top level, but I'm saying he understands that there's another level to get to.
Yeah, and I heard that also, that they say that when you come into the Derrick James training, it ain't just like, okay, like you're gonna go like a regular box is gonna do 4 or 5 rounds. I'm gonna go home. I did all my stuff. And you have to, like usually when you go to a gym, there's a board, a big fucking board like and when you were in high school, let's get all the repetitions, all the exercises you gotta do. Then you can go home. No, that doesn't work out in Derek James' gym. You go in Derek James' gym, you do everything you gotta do, and you do far more and above than what you expect.
Absolutely. And
I forgot what fighter brought that out. That brought that attention. That said that. I forgot.
Charlo.
No,
Charlo.
was it Charlo said that?
Charlo.
Yeah.
Charlo.
You do some crazy shit out there, but you know what? If it works, the formula is right. You know what?
But my thing is,
and it's early, but I like
his fighters all have one thing in common. It doesn't matter if it's Spence, Charlo, Frank Martin. They all have one thing in common. They're all fundamentally sound. They don't drop their hands. They're all defensively responsible. All of them. Doesn't matter who you talk about. All of them.
And let's be honest. I mean, this.
And that's what AJ was in this fight.
Right.
He was defensively responsible. Positioning was great.
And this gym right here, what I like about it is, you guys know that Charles talk a lot of shit, and they bring a lot of drama and the big excitement to boxing. I think from all the meshing and have the same goals that not what the boxers want, but what the trainer wants out of them.
Yeah,
is to win by any means, by my style, how I'm going to teach you, and you listen to me, I'm going to get there. And I think Joshua, from seeing that and not having the pressure from all the UK media all constantly on him, that's why I think he's not going to get it here. But
no, but I guarantee you this: I'm sure he can go somewhere in Dallas. He could walk around and be somewhat normal. Maybe I'm sure people still recognize him,
but not the same.
But like in the UK, this guy can't even go take a piss without
right. So the normality of being able to train to be the best with other fighters that are on the top level as to you, and not being like if you blow a fart or you do anything that they know say something, that really resonates. And then the fact that Derek James has a game plan for all his fighters and it's the same game plan for all of them, then eventually you'll see that, because like you said, he probably seen Charles say, this motherfucker just did 5 rounds, now he's doing 15 rounds. Mm-hmm. So like you said, when he picked up at 800, I've never seen this shit in my life.
Yeah.
So it all resonates, and it makes you a better fighter, and it makes you become that mesh together, and it all comes to the Derek James.
Yeah, so that's what it is. But listen, guys, I'm not gonna ramble too much longer. I see Harold spewing bullshit. I ain't even gonna
Harold, check us out. Programming Minor, we'll be here tonight for Top Rank.
I ain't even gonna address it. But listen, on that note, guys, listen, like he just said, great live. We're gonna be live literally like an hour and a half or so. So make sure you guys tune in. Probably around another hour or so. 2 hours or so we'll be live. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Keep supporting the channel. Yeah. Definitely definitely go ahead and continue to support the channel because we got some great things coming up. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take it, guys.